Salutations. Welcome to the Cars, Bars, and Guitars podcast, episode number
95.
I'm AJ.
And I'm Steve.
Who's that?
Bryan Leighton.
Yay! Honorary guest. I think is this your fourth or fifth time? I'm pretty sure it's the fifth.
I think it's fifth.
I think it's fifth also. Yeah. So happy to join. We're happy for you to join us as always.
So in tribute, we're talking about Audi engines.
Something like that. Well, we're drinking a beer-flavored beer right now from
Divine Barrel Bruco.
Divine Barrel. So
is that a tribute to Greg Proops having the vodka-flavored vodka?
Something like that. So yeah, it's decent.
They made a better Narragansett. How dare they?
It's 5%. That's a good pool beer.
Yep, definitely. Yeah.
That's a pool. It tastes like a better Coors Light.
Yes.
All right, cool.
Weighing at 5% is going to be a heavier Coors Light, but not
Banquet.
Yeah,
not as heavy as Banquet. Every time I feel like
you and what Smokey and the Bandit beer run.
Coors Banquet just sits so heavy. It sits heavier than like Bud Heavy. It even sits heavier than Guinness for some weird fucking reason in my stomach. But
I've seen a billboard for Guinness that said we're 125 calories and not on purpose.
Yeah, that's true.
Speaking of Guinness, R.I.P. Colin's cat.
Yeah, rest in peace, Guinness.
Aww.
So he's lost Guinness and Tux in 2 years, but they
both were northern in age. I don't recall how old Tux was, but Guinness saw 16.
That's a good long life.
He had Tux first, and that would have been right about the time he moved to Concord.
You get the hang of it?
Yeah.
It's easier than the mic stand.
Yeah, definitely.
This is great. Steve, who are we brought to you today by? I forgot about that.
It's something for this. I had a lot of things for this, like a Chrysler Sebring on fire on 485.
Oh.
And finding a Park Inc. Keychain tag on one of the cars today at work.
Park Inc.
That would be the valet company in its third iteration that I've been working for and haven't since last February.
Oh.
It's like, that's it, guys. It took a year and a half for this to finally pop up, as well as our first vinyl-clad Cadillac DTS.
Oh, hell.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
with that awful, this isn't a convertible top, looking convertible top.
Why is that a thing?
I don't know. And this is a 2010 model, beige with brown vinyl top. So I was joking with my coworkers, like, I don't know who died, the priest or the pimp.
2010. That seems really late for that.
44,000 miles on it.
Oh, my God.
I feel like that was a custom job in 2010.
Yeah,
That's a time capsule.
There's a custom job, and I guess whoever owned it had COVID because they had no taste.
Nice.
There's a on 51. If you're going towards Matthews, there's on the left,
South.
On the left, right past the car wash. There's a house that has. I think it's right past the car wash. There's a house that has two vinyl clad cars. There's a last gen town car, and then something else. Both of them are sedans, and both of them have a vinyl top. I'm like, I want to just knock on the door and just go, why? What was your thought process like during this whole thing?
I think I'm going to do that for the Supra. I think I'm going to get a vinyl top on it. Yeah.
You'll be the Neil Armstrong of Supra tops.
Brian, the thing nowadays is vinyl wrap. Vinyl wrap.
Oh, you can vinyl wrap the top to make it look like a shitty vinyl top.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
That'd be kind of amazing.
It's like vinyl top patina.
Get a hardtop convertible and do
make it look
cheesy
like a
vinyl.
Do like a
cheesy vinyl
gold Toyota emblem by the mirror or by the window.
It had gold emblems too.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
It's got to.
Brian, what else are you drinking?
So this is a Kirkland Citra Hop Session.
Nice.
So we buy them in bulk at Costco.
Yeah, it's $20 for 24 pack.
Yes, not bad.
That's hard to beat. I'm also drinking a Death by Flapjacks. It's my last one. So, Steve, you're just...
I haven't yet. Double Beard. It's going to be the Tropical Lightning in tribute to Hurricane Ida. Because why not name your hurricane after half a potato company?
I was going to say a transgendered cartoon character. Do you remember Quagmire's dad? And he goes by Ida.
I don't remember the character having said name.
Brian,
getting the hot
Quagmire.
score.
I fucked your dad. That's my favorite episode of Family Guy. Oh, boy. Well, Steve, what the fuck happened to your arm?
Second-degree burn because I mishandled an unplugged heat gun half an hour later, and it still branded me.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah, that was a week ago.
Ouch.
It's less blistering, less painful now, but yeah, it still looks like shit. I had it covered while at work. It's like, I'll let it breathe a bit. If I listen carefully, it says, kill me.
Oh boy, Steve and I are in the runnings for what creative ways we could injure ourselves lately. But I don't think. Let's see, Brian, have you done anything new to the car since your last time here?
Cross.
Did we do the front lip where it
Yeah, we did that.
fell and fucked it up?
Yeah, and I felt guilty about that, even though.
No,
Really?
I don't think I've done anything.
Huh. I put wheels and tires on the Jeep. Have you done anything to your car?
I'm overdue for its first oil change.
We can help you with that. Although I'm not used to having a car that I have to jack up anymore. I just crawl up underneath the fucking thing.
This one apparently needs.
I have some ramps you can use.
This one apparently needs like a lift because of the way it's set up. Otherwise, you have to take the whole like belly pan off. Apparently, it's a nightmare to do without
Just raising it all the way up.
right.
Oh,
It's
that's
like
a pain.
there's this little door here you can open up, or just take the whole damn thing off, and it's 40 screws. Like, I'll just laugh when the guy at Manchester says again, "When do I change this synthetic? 5,000 miles." Not now, Lex. Not now. Red car only made it through one oil change, and I totaled it.
What? I mean, I know the aero and everything up underneath the car. I know that's why they do that. But how much more miles per gallon could you possibly get out of all that plastic shit up underneath the car?
It can't be much.
It can't be much.
I mean, I look at my car and even Steve's car. I mean, they're already pretty low,
Right.
and it's not like we're on the track like trying to break top speed records and need stability. Like, I don't think it really adds. Maybe some protection,
Probably
more than
that.
anything else. But
Yeah, just making sure your belts are not exposed.
That's got to be it. I mean, because they do all these wind test tunnels and shit like that. But then I think it might just be for protection. The S2K had nothing. The Jeep definitely has nothing. Emily's
I mean,
car
most
doesn't
of my
have much.
cars, I don't think it wasn't until my Evo that I had that. Everything before that was pretty open underneath.
Mm-hmm. I think that's kind of more. What year was your Evo?
2008. It was an Evo 10.
Okay, so I think that's kind of more predominant, like 2013, 14, and on with all the undercarriage shit. But I don't know. Now you look at it and you just can't see anything. It's just all plastic.
Right.
And then you pop the hood and you can't see anything.
It's all
It's
more
all
plastic, right?
Thanks, Savage Geese.
Yeah.
When they do the underpins, like, yep, there's nothing to see here.
Yeah. He did a comprehensive review of his ownership of a Lexus LC500 because he got one at the first of COVID, and I think they said he got like $6,000 off, so he paid like $99,000. He leased it. He said he's going to hand it in and then buy one used. He said he doesn't want the one he's thrashed around. He wants to keep it. I was like, yeah, that makes sense.
Fair enough.
He says it's one of the best dual personality cars he's ever owned. So it's
It doesn't surprise me.
super quiet.
I almost got one when I traded in the RCF.
Really?
Oddly enough, we had an RCF and 4 Supras this week.
Oh, nice.
What colors of Supra?
White and blue.
Okay, I think I've seen. There's a black one running around here.
There's a bunch. Yeah, there's a handful of blacks.
Is that the one with the bronze wheels? I think there's one with bronze wheels too.
I think there is.
I think that's the only colors I've seen. I don't think I've seen any red ones around here.
We had a red one at work.
Really?
I've seen a red. I've seen there's one that's like a matte gray.
Haven't
It
seen
almost
that
looks
one.
like a wrap, but it's not. It's called
Really?
like Phantom Gray.
Or like
Okay.
that primer gray that's all the rage nowadays.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a shock to the system after drinking that.
I can imagine.
That's good. The LC500 looks great in black because if you don't like that Predator grille,
It blends right
completely
in.
disappears.
Washes
It
it
looks
out, yeah.
so good, even though I'd never have a black car. But I told Brian yesterday, I was like, I did something yesterday. I was like, I did something today I haven't done but one time in the last 10 years. Hand washed a car. I hand washed the Jeep. Only because I told him Autobell does a really good job, but there's so many nooks and crannies in the Jeep. I end up having to go back and re-wipe down parts and everything. So I was like, by the time I get in the car, go there and then clean it and clean the interior because the blows all the water inside.
The machine wash is not a good look.
I mean, it does a good job, but like that top I have on, when it dries the car off, it blows the seals open and it blows all the water into me. So,
well, it could be worse. Did you see the Everyday Driver episode when one of the guys have the Mercedes SLK and the power top is ceasing to function, so it's leaking hydraulic fluid in the turns? Like, so this could be worse.
They had
that's incredibly toxic. In case they were curious,
They did a best. Have you ever seen Everyday Driver?
I don't think so.
On YouTube, it's cool as fuck, man. It's like two really fucking tall guys in Utah.
Imagine if the guys from the Sonic ads were actually entertaining.
That's
because both of them look the parts.
Yeah.
So they did the best car best sports car 2-seater under $8,000. They bought the Merc SLK with a manual transmission.
And an 06. The last of those was like 12 or 13. I've actually seen a few of those.
Wow.
And everyone's real shocked to see that happen.
And the other was a Z4. And they've been reviewing them. Well, they did another video a couple days ago about what else they could have bought. Now, Steve, you'll have to help me out. I know it was last-gen MR2.
They had an NB Miata, a Solstice.
Boxster.
Did you like a Del Sol or anything?
No,
not going that far back.
No.
It was a 25-year limit, and a Del Sol is just beyond that now.
Yeah.
They had the Boxster, we're blanking.
Yep.
But they
only
actually
watched this yesterday, but only watched half the video, and then
I got the technology. Let me just
ran out of beer and just decided to take a nap.
Well, the guy who picked the BMW, he actually said, I picked the wrong car. You know what I would have picked? He said the MR2.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Well, the smart move on that, like, it's still going to look like the MR3. However, the 2ZZ swap in it.
True. And it doesn't weigh. It weighs 200 pounds less than the Miata.
And the MR2 does?
Yeah.
Less than the Miata?
Yeah.
I would not have guessed that.
So it only had 130 horsepower, but it weighed 2,200 pounds.
And you put my previous car's engine in that, it's good for 180. And that's the same engine going in an Elise, which is supercharged. So theoretically, you could have this 2,200 pound, 300 horsepower monster.
Yeah, but then you got to look at it, and it's fucking hideous. Do you like the last gen MR2?
I'd have to.
The Spider.
Oh, the little Spider? No,
yeah, that's
really.
the one.
Yeah.
The second gen Turbo is awesome.
That's what my brother had one of those.
Oh, really?
I learned to drive stick on one.
Turbo?
Yeah.
I've got an idea.
Nice. Fast as shit.
Fuck yeah, they are.
I've got an idea. Redo the headlights so you have 4 little headlights on each side, so your Spider has spider eyes.
Okay, go on. I like this. They did a 350Z.
It'd be the MR2 Tarantula.
And a BMW Z3. They did the Z3 along with the Z4, and they actually like the Z3 better.
It's easier to look at.
It really is easier to look at. And you can get a clown shoe version, which has kind of grown on me. I didn't like it at first, but I'm like, you know what? It's not that bad. It really isn't. I don't think I'd ever buy one.
Like everything, those in the Z4 coupe are going up in price even more.
Well,
sorry, Mark.
Yeah, our buddy Mark was
dead set on getting a Z4 coupe.
And what did he end up with?
That was proving impossible. So instead, he wound up getting a GT Mustang. And
who cross shops those two cars?
That's weird. That's a different market. That's a whole different.
Yeah, and that becoming his track toy, therefore became his garage queen. So he picked up an 04 Civic Si hatchback as a daily,
which is a great daily.
I always loved the little Si hatchbacks. That'd be a fun car.
They're underpowered like piss, but it's. I really like, and the shifter coming out of the dash was always so weird to me.
Yeah.
But now you've had a car that had that.
The vibes was less noticeable. Apparently.
Yeah, it wasn't it
wasn't like way up here. Like it going from the vibe to the Cyrola, it doesn't feel all that different. Except like getting used to the shifter's a little further to the right.
Yeah,
but functionally they've been really similar.
My Jeep's experience have been not similar. It's very different. Wrangler drives like it's 1,200 pounds heavier. It really, really does.
Yeah, it's like I
drive bigger.
I lost horsepower, but pretty much the same gearing, slightly better mileage.
Yeah.
Considering these are younger cars, the power loss isn't apparent.
No,
It's just
and
I can only rev
gear-
this to 6,500 instead of 8K, but
I get rid of it.
yeah,
What's the red line in the Supra?
7 or 7.5.
Yeah, I think it's like 7.5.
That's pretty low. I thought it was higher than
I have
that.
to go look.
I bet you it can rev higher than that.
I just don't drive it that way.
At least once.
Well, we can help with that.
Things to do with my imaginary future second-gen BRZ86.
It's better. It is better looking, but I still. How much are they? Like, spec'd out the way you would want it, it'd probably be what, 30?
Yeah,
Probably,
it's still
yeah.
it's still effectively a Miata with a fixed hardtop and a back seat for amputees.
I think for 30 grand, if I had, I don't know.
I just wish they had just a little bit more power.
They do now.
I know,
But
but
yeah,
not-
like 200, 205, and then 228.
it's like the
Like,
it's the
not
Subaru
enough.
Yeah.
formula,
Yeah.
right? Every year they're like they bump it up 5 horsepower,
Yeah,
but
like,
it's all the same
Give
power
me
plant.
the
Right.
STI BRZ.
Right. That's what the people want.
I know, but then you're going to take.
You're gonna get the NA
Yeah.
out of it. I know.
It's the same reason that Porsche doesn't make the Cayman faster than the 911 because you know they fucking could.
flagship. Of course,
You
of course.
know they could.
See also Camaro versus Corvette forever and a day.
Right. Well, the Camaro's always been a little heavier too,
Yeah.
but yeah, you can't if you outshine the flagship, then nobody's going to buy the flagship.
Right.
So I do get it, but the Cayman's a better platform. Like when you stick the engine past the rear axle, physics tells you it's not a good idea. So the cutouts all look the same on the 911.
Sweet pendulum, bro.
But if you notice every generation, the engine a little bit further forward every time. Soon it's just going to be a mid-engine,
And then you have a 911R.
yeah, for real. I'd rather have the Cayman
Ironic because
GT4.
wouldn't it be because technically wouldn't it be a 911M?
Yeah, probably.
And then BMW's going to sue them.
I lost my train of thought. I was going to say something very succinct. It was for 30 grand. If somebody you had to buy a sports car for 30 grand, new or used, what would it be?
If it was used, I'd probably go with an STI.
How
Okay.
thrashed an Aston could I find for 30?
You could probably buy a flood title.
A flood titled 4.3 Vantage.
yeah, you probably could.
It's
Do
like
that.
they've been hovering around 40 for a while.
I would probably get an NA Miata and have it Monster Miata swap with a V8
Nice. That's an exciting way to die.
for sure. Or I'd just get another S2000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least I'm familiar with it, and it's very bulletproof. Like you can just. There's some cars you do feel guilty about thrashing the shit out of, but I feel like most Honda products, like you can just get in there and drive like the biggest bag of dicks possible, and you just feel like the engine goes, "Is that all you got?"
Pretty much.
Every Honda ever has
Yeah.
Hey,
like that.
that said, should the GR Corolla make it stateside
Ooh.
and exist first? That's on the short list for next car.
Yeah, I would love to. I really wish it could come here. I would love to have it.
The
I would love
GR
to see it.
Yaris is already making waves, but
Yeah.
that's going to have 6 customers here.
Right.
I'll tell you what I wish
and
came.
that, like, every time I see a Yaris at work, like, man, I'm glad I've got a Corolla. It's like, this is just too damn
That.
small and too damn ratty.
I wish that was in the U.S. Fiat Punto Abarth. That's cool as fuck, man.
Yeah, it looks
Punto.
fun.
that
What's the
looks
power on that?
really fun. I don't know, but
It almost looks like a Fit, like a Honda Fit.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a
And
little.
I used to have a friend of mine. Well, he still does. He autocrosses a Fit.
I'll bet he has a
fucking
blast.
dominates. Absolutely dominates.
Yeah,
Did he do any engine swaps to it or just make better?
No,
handling?
it's just
driver mod.
driver mod, suspension, tires, just all handling, and he just kills it.
0 to 67.7 seconds and a top speed of 135 miles per hour. 1.4 liter, 155 horsepower. In that car, I bet you that thing is an absolute fucking screamer.
The
Oh, yeah, you
closest,
could
the closest you
whip
could get
that
to
around.
that
Yeah.
is a 500 Barth.
Sure. Which
Sounds like an angry coffee pot. I kind of love it.
that and the Neon SRT4
Yes.
are the only cars to not be sold with what from the factory?
A limiter,
No.
seatbelts.
No.
I'm just thinking the SRT4.
Oh.
Those things were.
Yeah, that was the first car I saw that had power front windows
Yep.
and crank back windows.
Yep. That's so ridiculous.
I've now seen that in Ford Focus and Jeep Patriot
What are they not sold with from the factory?
ABS.
No. Think the way the car sounds. That's the way it sounds like that. What's it not sold with?
No, like not catalytic converter or something?
Has cats.
Muffler proper.
No mufflers.
No mufflers at all.
They're not sold with mufflers. It's just cats and resonators. That's why the SRT4s all sound really fucking good. And you go, what the fuck? Oh, it's a neon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
And the mini Lambo,
Yeah.
the Abarth sounds the same way because of that. I was like, that's fucking cool. Because my Starion sounded like that, but I didn't have a muffler, but I didn't have cats on it.
That
either.
was
that's real loud. Then.
And it sounded so fucking good though. And honestly, it kind of when the wastegate would open, it sounded like a fucking dump truck. 20 pounds of boost. That car was fun till I needed parts.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh crap.
Yeah. Where you have to like have like Gerald with the 3000 has an
Is
extra
encountering-
transmission, an extra rear end, an extra front differential because they just
his double car garage is devoted entirely to that car.
pretty much. And that car will fucking move too.
It is a hell of a setup, but that's a lot of real estate.
I think he ran a 11.8, I think, in that car.
Damn.
Which, and I mean, the 3000s, because when we used to race, and when I had the Starion, we would go to Reynolds drag strip in Georgia. There was a guy that had a 3000 GT, and he had drag radials, boost controller, downpipes, and an intake, and ran a 12.2.
Wow.
Yeah, it would fucking move. And that's the car weighs 3,700 pounds too. So I mean, it's not
in old school virtuality. Wasn't that the fastest possible car in the first Gran Turismo?
I think so. Well, if you added all the goodies.
The second one, it was the Escudo, and you can make it do wheelies doing 300 miles an hour.
Yes, and with Game Genie, or the Game was it Game Genie or
Game
another
Shark on
Game Shark, you can make all the cars go like
yeah, a zillion miles an hour,
1,000 fucking miles per hour.
By the way,
it would be going sideways, but it'd be going.
By the way, things I still need to experiment with on the Pi.
Oh my
is,
goodness,
Game Genie or the like.
Nice. Time to do the news. General Motors has recalled all 142,000 Chevrolet Bolts for being risk of battery fires. The cost to replace all the batteries in all these cars will cost General Motors $1.8 billion.
How you save the planet right there.
Yep.
You make 150
This
fucked up
whole
vehicles,
car is a smoking section.
and they're all going to go into the landfill. Nice job.
Yeah. You can't really.
Can you turn
recycle that.
lithium batteries into lithium feel-good medicine?
You can-
I've got an idea.
You could turn it into lithium. The song "Lithium." The
I'm
Bolt
so
actually
happy, but that's okay.
The Bolt got good review. Like if they were like, if you want a cheap, like electric car and you live in the city, it's not a bad car. Well, maybe it is after all. Something. Don't trust General Motors to build anything but the engine
Or
of your
you
car.
get what you pay for. I mean,
Yeah, it's an expensive electric roller skate. Like, I loved my Pontiac.
Yeah.
Because it was a Toyota.
Right. Like GM makes great engines. When they try Corvette, they make good car, but they don't. They have such brand loyalty. You don't have to make it perfect.
Right.
People are going to buy the bow tie. It doesn't matter what shit interior or anything you put in it.
I don't want to be people. You don't want to be people.
No, but
We're not going to be people.
I've only owned one Chevrolet product in my life, though.
The one Chevrolet with I was saddled.
Blazer, right?
Yeah, an 84 one-wheel drive 2.8. Hateful.
Was the wheel driving at the spare?
I don't have a full size.
Nice. You have not had a Chevrolet product.
No, I've only had one domestic, and it was my very first, and it's because it was a gift to me by my father, and it was a Ford Ranger.
That's right.
Yeah.
And ideally, that'll be the last domestic I ever own.
True.
Unless
for you, yeah.
Unless I one day actually want a truck, then I think American trucks are obviously the
For sure.
yeah.
And any of the
There's just none of the styling in a domestic car gets me, other than maybe a Corvette.
Have
Vipers.
you driven
Vipers,
Have you driven an old school Ranger lately?
No,
It's terrifyingly tiny. And the only ones that keep popping up at work are the 4-cylinder ones, so they can't get
That's
over
what I
the
had.
way.
I had a 2 or 94?
Boy. Was it round or square?
It's square.
Okay, that would be
That's an
a
old one.
92 is the last of those. Because I test drove a 93 when I lived in Raleigh. During the time I wound up with the Camry, it was a 4-cylinder Ranger. Like I thought I was going to die on 440.
Yeah. Top speed was like 86 miles an hour.
Oh my goodness! Well, at least you can save on tires.
And it took a long time to get there.
You got to
get G-rated tires.
You got to cancel that top speed.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to start a Toyota 86 fan club. Will be the cancel cult.
Great. So you won't hurt my feelings.
Things that went nowhere on Facebook, by the way.
Couldn't see yourself in a Jeep?
No.
Really?
No.
Not you. I could see Paige in a 2-door Jeep with a soft top on the beach.
Yes.
I could totally see her driving one of those.
Yeah, she absolutely would.
Yeah.
And I would have no problem with that.
That'd be boss.
Yeah.
I was like, Emily, you want one? She goes, I like it, but no. I'm like, yeah, one of us actually needs to get proper gas mileage in this fucking household. So I get it's not for everybody. I love the utilitarianness of it. And you can just take the whole fucking thing apart and
well, more easily than most. I mean, technically.
Well, there aren't many body-on-frame vehicles left that are not bespoke trucks.
Yeah.
Right. And in fact, that might, like, trucks and SUVs, I can't think of any car that is sold now that's a body-on-frame car at all.
After the death of the Crown Vic, no.
Yeah, Crown Vic and Town Car are gone.
Because the Chargers are unibodies.
Yeah, they are. And they're still fucking heavy.
Yep.
This is absolutely...
But properly equipped, they do sound good.
Fuck yeah, they do. This is shocking. Shocking, I tell you. It's shocking. I'm shocked at this. J.D. Power's initial quality ranking has a new head for the first time. Number 1 in initial quality. Now, I'm going to give you third place, second place. I'm going to let you guess what first place is because I was like, huh? Third place was Lexus. Okay. Third place. Second place was Dodge. First place was what? This is initial quality. This is not holding up. This is brand new off the showroom floor.
Only Chrysler is boasting about initial quality from J.D. Power, whoever they are.
Yeah.
Like, oh, good. It's good here.
Yeah.
These are only people reporting it because Chrysler probably paid them to.
Yeah, until you drive and it breaks.
Yeah.
What is it?
Is it related to Dodge?
It's in the Stellantis brand.
Fiat.
No.
Maserati.
No. Think rednecky. Ram. Is the number 1 in initial quality ranking for J.D. Powers and Associates.
Yeah, Ram is as much a brand as GMC is.
And as Genesis is. It's a Hyundai. Don't fool your fucking self.
Yeah, what?
Ram is number 1 in initial quality ranking.
Which reminds
me. They
me.
were 20th 2 years ago, and now they're number 1. They must have really updated that interior.
Which reminds me, though, I really should have picked up a first-gen Genesis at the grid for $25 when I could. Because now they're all gone.
Yeah.
But I do have a high case seeing no use, and it looks super cool.
I'm pulling up the interior picture now because I just need to see it.
If ever I had a
do they give you a description of what initial quality means?
They did, and I just...
Car new, car good, check. Next question.
I'll be honest, man. That looks real. I don't know about material choice because I can't touch it, but it looks nice.
Sure, yeah.
It looks like a nice place to be.
I've been in them, and yes, they are.
I know the Grand Cherokees are super, and the new Wagoneer coming out is really nice on the inside. But the new Wagoneer is $90,000 fucking dollars.
What?
But
BYO wood trim, by the way.
It's it's a proper luxury SUV.
Okay.
It's 3 rows and all 3 you can get captain's chairs in all 3 rows in the back.
That's a nice touch.
Oh yeah, so it's super fucking
apparently
nice.
The next gen Grand Cherokee can be had as a 3-row so equipped.
Yes.
That sounds a bit cannibalistic to offer that into both of them.
True, but they do look different. And there's the interior of the Grand Wagoneer. That looks fucking gorgeous.
It does look real nice.
Yeah, that looks nice.
Sweet Commander.
I like the Commander. Damn it! It just came with the wrong. It just came with the wrong transmission. That's all.
I mean, meanwhile, I keep saying nice Borrego anytime a Telluride rolls around. I was like, what?
Well, James Borrego's the coach of the Hornets,
Eh.
and he looks like a mafia boss.
With a name like that, you better.
Ford Bronco has canceled their plans for a Bronco pickup. I'm heartbroken. Anyway,
To me, that kind of makes sense. I don't know. I mean, why would they even have a Bronco pickup?
I don't know. You have
the F-150, which is the flagship pickup truck.
And they have the Ranger that's on a 12-year-old platform.
Yeah.
I just talk about cannibalization. I don't know why you would have a Bronco truck. I mean, the Bronco is a Bronco. You don't need a Bronco truck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the old two-door Broncos, you could just take the top off and it kind of turned it into a truck.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with Jeep making.
What did your brother-in-law do with this Bronco of his anyway?
He still got it. He's going to sell it.
Okay. Yeah, he can retire on that.
And they're getting
probably
a Volkswagen
now,
Taos. But he's got a daughter now.
You could have said Atlas and then with a shrug.
Yeah, true. Atlas shrugged. I picked up what you were putting down. Yeah, I agree with you because Jeep making the pickup is fine because Jeep doesn't make a pickup.
Exactly. So to me, that makes sense.
But Bronco doing it's like, yeah.
I mean, the F-150 is the
American
that
truck.
is the pickup. I mean, why would you want to compete with yourself?
I will forever hate those fucking trucks now.
The single cab ones look so weird now, don't they?
What was behind that vinyl clad caddy
Yeah.
was a long bed single cab beige F-150.
Ew.
It's like, hey, it's a double whammy of Grandpa's vehicles.
It really fucking. Ugh.
It was just icky.
Ugh. Did it smell like GOP?
Plus, that extended bed, they drive like a school bus.
They
you can't fucking turn them around anywhere.
Just the last letter.
The longest J turn ever.
By the way, I've gotten really good at shoehorning giant trucks into small spots.
Oh. I had a joke for this.
Trucks.
Oh. Auto chip manufacturers have warned that shortage could last throughout all of 2022.
This is big news in the economic world, so I see it all the time when I'm working. It's on CNBC all the time.
That means my two shares of stock are
inventory
going up, y'all.
That's why car values, used car values, new car values, they say new cars only sit on the lot for an average of like 10 days. And that, I mean, we're going to get pretty jammed up. So if you need to get a car, we're gonna better fucking go get it.
We're going to get Emily a new one. Fortunately for us, we're in the market for, she likes the RAV4. She really likes the Mazda CX-3.
Oh boy.
So, what we're in the market for is not expensive, so but I would still rather her get a CPO.
Popular.
Very popular.
Yeah, it's like popular remains expensive. Dad wants a RAV4 to replace his Immortal Camry.
Ooh.
This thing it's an 06 with 285,000 miles on it. He has no reason to get rid of this car.
Well, you get bored. Like I didn't have a reason to get rid of my two cars from last year.
I could have kept the 97 Tacoma Tin Can.
Has he owned it the whole time since 2006?
He bought. This is the only car he ever bought brand new.
Dude, I mean, he deserves a fucking medal if he wants a new car. I mean, holy cow!
15 years. I mean,
wow.
Yeah. You do get bored. Like you told me yesterday, that was your forever car. Your Supra you're going to keep forever. You might get another one.
Yeah,
but
you're
going to keep that one forever.
Yes.
I haven't owned a car yet I wanted to keep forever.
This is my first. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It's your first.
Yeah.
I could probably keep the Wrangler forever. They'll keep making parts for that thing until 3 generations after I'm dead.
And I think you'll always get joy and use out of it.
For that, yeah.
Even if it's utilitarian or...
Sure. And Steve was never going to run out of hatchbacks to lust after.
That's fine.
Now, I'm not saying, I'm not getting something else.
Right.
It's not a forever car. It's just, I just wish I could replace the crashed red car with another non-crashed red car, but silver's okay.
Yeah.
It's invisible.
Resell silver. You're going to blend in with everybody.
What's a resale? Because about everything I've driven into the ground, do you know how long I need to keep this car to drive it into the ground?
Sounds like a challenge.
Or just have this one get grounded too. Hey, its predecessor proved it's a safe car.
True.
So
I've only blown up 2. I blew up the Astro van. I blew up the Dodge truck. But the Dodge truck was a 68, and the odometer didn't even work. So I don't know how many miles were on it.
Did you really do that? I mean, that's an old-ass truck.
$800 he bought that thing for, and it ran for 16
I've totaled years. 2 and had 2 badly damaged along the passenger front side, and, well, they survived.
And somebody keyed something very inappropriate in your 97 Tacoma also.
That was, looking back, that's hilarious. I don't believe I had done anything to warrant somebody keying F-U-C-K and then a generous U beneath it.
Wow.
Into the hood of the Tacoma after it had already survived, having been sideswiped by a drunk driver while parked.
In the at
taking
the
out
complex.
it totaled my neighbor's Civic and cost $2,000 damage on a 97 Tacoma. In January of 2010, I greet the neighborhood with a generous "What the fuck?" 'Cause at the time, I was with Emily, and she's like, "Did you park your truck funny?" No, I mastered how to drive and park drunk a long time ago. I'm fine.
Right.
Oh, that ain't right. Neighbor's car's hosed.
I'm out of beer.
It gets weirder. Same neighbor's replacement car. She replaced the Civic with an Acura TL or something quite a step up. It gets hit in a summer fashion.
Oh my God.
She was gone a week later.
Like I'm moving.
Yeah. Yeah, that was familiar.
Oh, yeah.
The
Nice.
PBR Yoo-hoo.
Have you had it?
I think you guys shared it with me here, right? On one of the episodes?
There were 2 different ones, and they're both good.
I'm willing to share this one, too.
Okay.
So I can pour us all a little bit of it.
Yeah, just a splash.
I'm glad you said that. My next bit of news.
Oh, no.
Ford revives the Splash appearance package on the new Ford Rangers.
Here's
I hate it.
Here's your Bronco truck, fuckers. Wow.
Here's
no.
I
and
like it.
Did you?
Yes, I did. It was so stupid, and I loved it.
It made no sense. It was.
It gets worse.
Purely cosmetic, right?
Yeah.
And
step side, which he hates.
You have less bed use.
Yeah, because they do the step side.
Yeah. So it's.
But it's always in some wonky.
You can only hold like a 3x6 in
They were
that.
always like stupid colors.
Yeah, they were. They were
good.
very like Lisa Frank binder colors.
Yeah.
I fucking liked it,
like
man.
red and like bright yellow.
You said teal funny.
Yeah.
I
forgot about the
teal with magenta stripes.
I liked it, man. I liked it. Let's have some PBR coffee.
Wait, what the
beer.
fuck is this? This isn't. Is
No.
this beer?
This is the
it's a
other
coffee beer.
thing.
Yeah,
it's
but-
hard coffee.
Oh,
It's hard. Yeah, it's hard coffee. It's actually not beer. It's hard coffee. It tastes like Yoo-hoo.
dang!
Isn't that fucking good?
Delicious.
Yeah, it tastes like Yoo-hoo.
Name you Pabst.
They finally made a good beverage. A beverage that tastes like something that's not water. But yep, the Ford Ranger Splash will be back in 2022.
Makes me angry.
I like it. I'm happy to be in the minority.
For those watching, this is not a shot in the head. This is a shot in the eye.
I thought you were mimicking. Never mind. Remains of
I'm not feeling racist today.
all the
Never mind. There was a Tundra variant of that looked even worse.
oof. Well, car news is over. Let's go beer news. Now I'm doing the news in order of cars, bars, guitars, because it just makes more sense that way. Remains of 9,000-year-old beer have been found in southeast China after an excavation. 9,000-year-old beer.
Are we going to be able to recreate it?
Yeah, we'd go buy some ammonia.
I feel like Dogfish will do that, right? No, Dogfish will do it.
Probably. I don't know what they would call it, but
And
probably.
spoiler alert, it's going to suck.
Probably.
It's going to be like every other rice lager we get from Asia. It's going to be just another Bud Light.
Pretty much. There are some.
It's going to be a new Tsingtao, which now tastes more like Heineken.
Tsingtao does taste like Heineken. Now, what was it? Sapporo? When we go eat
Asahi,
sushi,
Sapporo.
Asahi and Sapporo, they all taste
Yeah.
the same. I can't taste the difference.
They're just lagers.
Or whatever the
They're
beers are.
beer-flavored beers.
Exactly.
Or there's the Armenian joint in Matthews.
Oh.
And the Armenian beers that somehow make it to that restaurant, both taste more like Heineken. Basically, there's bitter Heineken and sweet Heineken are the two different ones.
I will give you my
The
next.
food there is incredible.
I'll give you my next paycheck if you go in there and tell everybody you're Azerbaijani. They'll probably fucking kill you.
You said Turkish funny.
Either way, they don't. Moving on.
Bro.
Sheetz has partnered once again with Evil Genius Brewing to release a summer vanilla cappuccino beer.
They've got till the 21st.
Second.
Whenever.
But it's only available in Pennsylvania, which makes me sad.
And it'll be $12 a can because it's Evil Twin.
Probably.
They're doing this.
Evil Genius.
Oh, Evil Genius.
Evil Genius. Yeah, not Evil Twin.
Oh, sorry.
I might have said Twin if I did. My bad.
It's a genius. That's a bold move considering that's Wawa country.
Yeah. I mean, I've never been to Pennsylvania.
Ever been to Sheetz?
Yes.
Wawa's the same thing.
True.
Oh, hi. I'm offending 0 Pennsylvania listeners.
I mean, Wawa did a beer series too. That must be what Sheetz is doing. They're kind of answering
this
back.
is the second time
Meanwhile,
Sheetz has done it.
Sheetz is only as far south as what, Salisbury? What's that?
There's a Sheetz. I think there's a Sheetz nearby.
QT needs one.
I think there's a Sheetz nearby here.
The name of the beer, the Hello.
Is it Sheetz you're looking for? Is that where you were going with that? Or Lionel Richie?
I didn't realize I was.
but I am now. Yeah.
Well,
most of my fuel is Costco, but whatever.
you just made my fucking day. Well, Steve's right. There's one in Salisbury, and there's one in the Zoom features backwards on this than it is the Emily's computer. So, okay, there's one up near Mooresville. So, yep, you were right. I don't know why I thought there was another one like a little bit closer.
It's a gas station with decent food, which QT also has achieved.
And you know what? The people who work at QT also don't look like they just came off of a fucking 9-day bender. So I kind of appreciate that. You know, no matter who's working there, they're always super fucking friendly. And the food's good. Like, the hot dogs actually don't taste like a homeless guy's dick. Like,
don't feel like I'm going to die after eating those. Never mind, I shouldn't.
Oh, they're taquitos.
Yeah.
Like, those are... I love those fucking things.
Roller brats.
You get those.
My last
dip.
ones I got were roller brats. Have you
seen the cheese? Like, some of them have the cheese dip you can put on the hot dogs. But if you just get the cheese dip to dip the taquitos in, it's just an awesome heart attack waiting to happen.
So you're saying just a tip?
Nothing like risking shitting your pants on a road trip.
Exactly.
Speaking of, we're now 3 episodes into the 12th season out of 10 of Archer.
How is it?
And I've not seen any of them yet.
I haven't. Like I said, I haven't seen anything past Outlaw Country.
I think 11 is Return to Form, and I think 12 is 2.
You watch much Archer?
I haven't since like the first 2 seasons.
Yeah. Okay, the first 4 is where it's at, then things get strange. And 11's supposed to be Return to Form. I saw the first episode. Hey, this is cool. Didn't watch anything else. 12's on. Haven't seen any of it. DVR's doing the dirty work to at least collect them so I can, watch them legitimately. Wink.
And Angela's dead now, so.
Yep.
Yeah.
Apparently, they managed to get her through all of season 12.
You know who they should have replaced her with? Betty fucking White.
It's not too late, oddly enough.
That's true. Did you bring any shareable beers today?
I did.
All right, sweet.
Are you ready?
Well, we'll kill this. Okay. This is incredible because I didn't even know they were still open. Winn-Dixie has opened at WDS. Yes, that Winn-Dixie. WDS.
That shit's a food line now.
Is their first standalone liquor store with 1,700 wines, spirits, and beers, and they're located in northern Florida.
Yep.
It's interesting. It seems like a weird market to get into because I pretty much think Total Wine's got that covered.
Well, not only that, but down there you have, right, so your Total Wines are beer and liquor in the same building.
Yep.
Your Publix has a liquor store. Your Costco has a liquor store.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so...
I'm familiar with the South Carolina joint Costco and liquor store, but
Yeah.
the liquor portion is separate. But at
Yeah.
least that's the only thing I've encountered.
Yeah, so that surprises me with everything going on at Winn-Dixie. That's the space that they want to play in. Good luck.
That's a bold move, Cotton.
Yeah, especially when we're having like inventory issues on liquor now. At least we are in this state. I don't know about the free state of Florida, but
Free. Yeah. That's it. I think Florida is going to steal New Hampshire's logo.
just saw it off and
That's
float Florida out into the-
George Carlin saying, "Live free or die," instead of Idaho, famous potatoes. Somewhere between the two, the truth lies.
Yeah.
I think it's closer to famous potatoes.
Never been to Idaho. Never had a desire to go to Idaho.
You don't want to Boise?
No.
Or don't want to go to the American Moscow?
Maybe that. 28% of Americans say their favorite cheap macro beer to drink is...
Dos Equis.
I wish. But it's not that. It's Americans.
Still Spud.
Bud Light, right?
Budweiser.
Bud Heavy.
Bud Heavy.
28% said Bud Heavy was their favorite cheap macro beer.
I couldn't even tell you the last time I actually saw Bud Heavy. They even keep it on the shelves
We
anymore?
do. We still sell it.
Do you?
People still buy it. Yep.
I mean, to be honest, if I'm going to drink it, a Budweiser product, that's probably one I'm picking.
I'd rather have a Budweiser than a Bud Light. But
Yeah.
if I'm doing...
If I'm drinking,
I go High Life or Coors Light.
If I'm drinking,
Well, yeah.
If I'm drinking a Bud product, it's gonna be a wicked weed.
Hey-o.
Fair enough.
Am I just being pernicious?
Perhaps. What did you bring to share, Brian? But
I brought a Cigar City, of course.
Nice.
Hunapoo, of course. I've shared this a couple times, but this is a 2017.
Is that Jeff Glucker's new podcast?
Yeah. No, we're gonna
or Ken Block's.
We'll make a yes, that. I was trying to make the Who joke. the Who Napoo. Where it's Roger Daltrey
Pete
singing
Townsend?
about beer.
You'll be teenage wasted. Teenage wasted.
I'm not a big Who fan.
No.
You have the opener?
Yep. Thanks.
While he's opening the new bottle in the music industry, ABBA has reunited after 40 years and released a 10-song album with all new tracks and a virtual concert.
Okay.
It's the reunion nobody asked for.
right? It's kind of like, okay.
It's like, so one guy out there's like, ABBA's fucking back! Yeah!
I didn't even know they were all still alive. I didn't.
They evidently... Swedish people live forever.
Yeah.
They all have spare body parts that
You
you
guys
can buy in a
remember
box.
the 18s?
That sounds familiar. What
Remember
is
that? They were the little teenage group that sang ABBA songs.
Yeah, it sounds kind of familiar. Oh, look at that motor oil. That
Yeah,
looks-
so this one, normally you get the peppers and stuff in the Hunapoo, but all that stuff is faded. So now this is going to be a real
So
dark chocolate.
oh my God, that smells... I'm getting scraped by my zipper right now.
NW30.
That's great. What kind of oil does yours take?
Water.
0.20.
0W.
0W something?
Yeah.
Mine's 520 now, and that's the lowest I've ever had.
Mine might be 5, but it might be 0. I'm not
Mine
sure.
takes 0W20.
Oh, that's good. I get a lot of raisiny flavor in that, which
Yeah.
I like.
Which that's what will happen with age on it. With 4 years, it'll be.
That's good. That's really good. The S2000 took 10W30, which was strange. But they said you could run 530 if you wanted to, but I just always ran 1030. But I ran Honda oil in it.
It's part of the magic of the engine being from what it is before
True.
synthetics became more commonplace. Like,
Yeah.
the Cyrola takes 0W20.
I think Sean's M3 takes 20W60.
Yeah, I remember him saying
Yeah.
it takes really some strange weight.
Yeah, it's like 2060.
It's because BMW is trying to stop the leakage. But that's just. I mean, the Supra's had that. It's had some leakage and blow by because of the turbo. So
Really?
people will thicken it up just to
Okay.
slow it down a little bit.
Well, I figure they could probably put was it 6 quarts? It's like 6.
I don't know.
What you do is do 5.5 quarts
I was gonna
of whatever
say,
it calls for, and top it off with this.
Yeah,
There's some
exactly.
Hoonapoo in there.
Problem solved.
And you can drink whatever blow by comes in your catch can.
Just put a beer glass in my catch can.
Beer glass catch can. That's a great band name. Charlie Watts from the Rolling Stones
catch can attitude.
is dead at 80. Now, I'm not a big Rolling Stones fan. I enjoy some Rolling Stones songs much more than I enjoy Beatles stuff. Are we in a...
I would agree with that.
Definitely,
Yeah.
Heavy. I could definitely name more Beatles tunes, but the Stones are the darker of the two bands.
For sure.
Kind of like one of the original rock bands. To me, the Beatles
Pop.
is straight pop.
It's a boy band.
They pioneered
Exactly
pop.
right.
Yep,
Exactly.
it's a boy band that
exactly
played
right.
their instruments. Yep.
The Stones were the first, I think. Maybe not the first. I guess you could argue, but plus they've been doing it for fucking ever. The guy was 80.
The Stones had a luxury of not being pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Mick Jagger still slayed his share of damsels, and for some reason Keith Richards did too. He looks like a goblet.
But they were able to avoid. But they were able to avoid all the glam too, and they kind of bypassed. They were an exception to that whole era, which you know how I hate that era. So I'm
Sure. Yeah.
On the latest CJH pod, he did a breakdown of Honky Tonk Women with the best rock and roll story ever.
Oh.
Where Mick Jagger calls Charlie Watts' hotel room to say, your drummer requests your presence upstairs. Thinking, all right, they're going to go out, have a night on town. So he gets up, puts a suit on, cologne, showers, not in no particular order, makes it to Jagger's hotel room, proceeds to punch Jagger in the face, and says, you're not my singer. Excuse me. No,
Wait,
excuse
you're not
me.
my
No,
drummer?
you're like, yeah, I'm not your drummer. You're my singer.
Oh. That's fucking cool.
And then returns to go back to bed.
Oh, that's fucking great. And evidently Keith Richards smoked his own dad's ashes.
I heard that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he's immortal now.
Yeah, for real. He's already embalmed himself. So gotta imagine there's still some.
Sounds like a dick move.
Last but not least, 30-year-old Spencer Eldon, the baby on the cover of Nevermind, is suing the estate of Nirvana over exploitation and child pornography. Well, guys.
Did you hear Weird Al's going to sue himself for the cover of Off the Deep End? Did you hear about the babies in the Yesterday and the Day album cover from the Beatles?
No.
Suing for having been severed on that album cover?
That's amazing. What kind of fucking money? And the guys actually recreated that album cover a couple times. So you weren't offended by it then, and you are offended by now? I don't.
I mean, you know how I feel about that. I have a hard time
All right.
talking about this.
Wait, you had a...
because it makes me so fucking angry.
You're going to hear it first on this podcast. Fucking liberals.
It makes me so angry what this guy's doing.
Yeah,
This was literally his claim to fame. You know, he's used it to further his little artistic career.
Pun intended.
Yep.
What a dick.
And he tells every motherfucker that he meets.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I was the baby on Nirvana. It's probably how he, that's probably how he gets laid. Mm-hmm. He's used it to make money. He's used it all this stuff. Even recreated it.
And
he's embraced
anytime
it.
he meets a lady, she's already seen it.
Yeah.
And judging by his attitude, it probably hasn't gotten any bigger.
I think, yeah. And now he's going to turn around and try to bite the hands that has fed him for a little cash grab, which, if you look at the album cover, is very awesomely ironic because the baby's going after a dollar bill.
Exactly. Yes.
Well, this is $1991, so it might as well be. It should be
for
a two.
inflation. Yeah,
it should be
just
a two.
for inflation. That's what they should do. They should settle out of court and they should give him $1.65. Here you go, fuckface. We never want to see you again.
Yeah. So it makes me very angry. I don't like it.
It's so embarrassing.
Screw that guy.
It's so embarrassing. The fact that you can just make frivolous lawsuits like this is embarrassing. But I really don't know how you can stop that.
I'm assuming it's just going to get thrown out.
Oh, yeah. But just the fact that you can make that lawsuit is
correct.
It's infuriating.
And some lawyer, if you read the lawyer's statement, will make you even more angry. It's like
I'm not going to read it.
Lawyer, shut up.
Yep, I'm not reading. It's like YouTube
Stop.
comment section. Like I'm not fucking reading it.
Yeah.
Like
I read it. TLDR. It amounts to oogity boogity.
yeah. My client's
Next question.
My client's a small dick. I mean giant dick because he has a small dick. Well, in honor of 95, we're done with the news, by the way.
What?
Episode 95, albums, 1995.
Could be good.
This is good. So, Steve, get your tablet ready. Brian, get your brain ready.
Okay.
Well,
I could have brought the shitty tablet along, but it'll
Are we-
take entirely too long to load it.
are we eating after this?
We should.
We should. He doesn't know if he's in or out yet because we don't know how long this episode's going to go. So.
Okay. Well, I told Kaylin tentatively we'd be done about 7:30, and should we wind up at Hawthorne, she would actually be interested in meeting with us.
Ooh.
So that'd be an hour out.
Cool. We
She
could
had-
probably do that.
She was tied up at work, but
Work?
the one day a week at the law firm.
Oh, yeah. Wait, is she representing the baby?
I knew it.
God damn it.
The baby's American, right?
Oh, yeah.
So no.
Okay.
This is an immigration law firm, so no.
Okay.
I've got more news surrounding that, but that is off air.
Okay. Well, first up is an album I don't have as much experience with, but it's Radiohead, The Bends. I don't know much about that album or what's on it.
It's a good album. I always listen to most of these artists. I'll listen to
Which side are you on?
with the
Google.
Apple Essentials, right? So you get their kind of their greatest hits,
Yeah.
basically playlist.
Last time messed
and
up for me too.
Oh, it always in a different order, yeah.
the Benz has High and Dry. High
and Dry's on that.
The Benz was one of the songs. I mean,
Yeah.
if you go through the playlist, you might recognize more than you think. But
Okay.
great album.
Yeah, I thought
What's
High.
this Radiohead,
I actually thought High and Dry was after OK Computer, but OK Computer was 97, I think.
That sounds right.
Yeah, because I think on OK Computer, Paranoid Android was on that, and fuck, I'm blanking. God damn it. OK Computer was like their big one, but I might have to go back and listen to the Bends actually. Greg and I have covered a lot of albums lately. I'll let y'all read that in a little bit, but yeah, I highly enjoyed listening to Synchronicity this week. Was my pick.
Wow.
And his was Siamese Dream, and he is really enjoying Siamese Dream also. So it looks like we both picked winners this time. I might have to go back and check out the band. Steve,
Fake Plastic Trees is on that album too, which is, I don't know if you're familiar with it. Fantastic.
A better song than a beer.
the beer's
The bird
weird.
songs.
Bird song.
It tastes the part. I would rather raid a Lego collection and start eating the fake plastic trees.
March 13th, 1995. And then we got Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness, which is
Obviously a wonderful
But I enjoy Siamese Dream better.
cool disc. Yeah.
Only because I like the straightforward rock version of Billy Corgan's music more than I do
The more epic
storytelling type.
Yeah, and it's good. It's good. I just enjoy
Meanwhile,
that one better.
tonight's playing my head as you mentioned this, so
Yeah.
I got that going for
Have
me.
y'all heard? Have y'all heard the version of Tonight without the orchestra behind it? It's just the guitar, bass, drum. It's actually really weird and haunting sounding.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's not as ethereal.
That orchestra is a huge part of that song.
Absolutely, and but it's so strict.
During
Toby and I
which,
played
like,
it before.
This isn't how you do rock and roll, and they did it anyway. And this is years before Metallica's S&M.
Toby and I've played Tonight several times live. It's been fucking years, but actually sounds pretty good with just acoustic guitars.
Yeah.
But it's a lot more of a haunting sound. You don't have that uplifting orchestra behind it. It's good. And in the you guys remember the video?
Oh yeah.
Do you know who the man and woman are who are in?
No.
That's Tom Kenny and his wife. Do you know who that is?
No.
The voice of SpongeBob.
Oh what?
Which in turn, he does music, but it's like crazy
That's
awesome.
random as hell.
Yep.
I don't know what you call that.
I don't know. His wife does a couple voices on the show too. But yeah, he does. Tom Kenny. That's him in the video. It's the voice of SpongeBob.
Random as
Was
hell.
it like,
Isn't it?
if I recall correctly, like Tom Kenny's music is like soul.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
It was very-
he's buddies with Danny Gould, who did the awesome Smiths tribute Clownfucker.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, please do look up Danny Gould Clownfucker. Thank me later. Anywho,
Jesus. There's a lot. I mean,
that's incredible to think of Tom Kenny pre SpongeBob being in anything.
Mm-hmm.
Because I wasn't aware of that then.
Well, he was still in animation, like for and voice acting for a while. But Zero, Tonight,
Zero is one of my favorite.
I love Zero.
That opening riff, dude.
Yeah,
excellent song.
We were thinking about playing that one time, but it just doesn't translate well to acoustic.
That'd be hard with
You
acoustic.
goodness.
Yeah, it's hard to do. Cupid to fuck you, an ode to no one. I remember that one, an ode to no one. 1979's on that one
That was a great song. It just got played out.
for
For me,
sure.
like-
Yeah, for sure.
That said, I kept wanting to go roll down a hill in a tractor tire. And I fear doing that as I push 40 is a really terrible idea.
Yeah. You'll be sore for a long time.
Yeah, but you'll be
I
epic
was thinking
forever.
be barfing for a long time. That's what really has me worried about the one-wheeled motorcycle. So in fact, if this thing malfunctions, I'm in deep shit.
Slamming right to the ground.
I'll be rolling around in it.
Oh Jesus!
Fuck your gyroscope.
I'm really kind of unfamiliar with a lot of Bjork's stuff, but Bjork's on here.
I've never been a huge fan.
If I were to listen to her and Yoko Ono
Weird.
back to back, I couldn't tell.
Bjorko Ono.
Oh no. Who's your favorite snowboarder? Is it Sean Ono?
That does sound like that, doesn't it? Bjorko Ono. That'd be the great band name.
I heard that.
But then you also have the masterpiece next. What's the story? Morning Glory.
Excellent.
Great
I was a
album.
huge Oasis fan. Huge.
That's my favorite album by then. I know that's
Yeah.
kind of like saying the Black Album's your favorite Metallica album, but it's the best fucking album.
well, like,
From
best
beginning,
songs.
from beginning
like,
to end.
uh-huh.
You could
And
play the whole thing.
I bounced that in the previous effort, definitely maybe, and I did play it back to back while getting drunk playing Tetris during the strange days when I lived in Raleigh.
And how long ago was that?
7th grader.
Early legal drinking 20s, so 22-ish, so 04. Long day at work at the tire shop. Let's go play Tetris and play the same 5 CDs in the changer. What?
But you know what? I don't think every year you make more money, you accrue more things, but like some of the best times I had were just when I was broke as fuck and I lived in a 1-bedroom apartment by myself at like 19, and I would come home with a 6-pack and I'd do a puzzle and I'd put some music on, and I would do a puzzle and drink and listen to some good and like that was some of my favorite memories.
That's also how I learned I shouldn't live alone. Because I would come home from work with enough beer to get through the weekend. I would order enough pizza on Friday night to get through the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And I would not leave that 1-bedroom apartment the entire time. And I would play Rock Band and Guitar Hero and, Xbox over, with my friends over Mike.
Yep.
Playing Call of Duty. Not really sleeping and just getting wasted by myself playing games with friends online. I'm like, I can't live like this.
I didn't realize Monday's gonna hurt. Like, by the way, I've never lived on my own.
It's
No shit, really.
Yeah,
you got to have discipline because you could really go down a hermit rabbit hole, especially now that you have so many access to the outside world.
Yeah.
With
Never mind, like the everything going on. It's like,
Yeah.
it's bad out there, but it's been worse.
Yeah, you can even get
It's
groceries
essentially
delivered
getting
now,
better.
so it's like you really don't have to leave.
Half the fun of grocery shopping is like bargain hunting, like on that too. Like I have made some amazing purchases and made some dumb purchases while grocery hunting. Luckily, it's been like at Aldi or Lidl, so like all right, dumb purchases have been cheap.
My I would purchase dry grocery stuff and get it delivered, but man, I kind of want to pick out my own meat and my own cheese and produce and shit like that.
Anything
Well, 'cause
perishable.
we'll do Instacart We do it pretty regularly, and you're exactly right. Like the produce, that's the hardest one because usually you'll get stuff that you probably wouldn't have picked.
Either that or like so with all of us, we don't have any children, so like if I want a green bell pepper and I'm like, well, if Emily liked flavor, like I wouldn't want the biggest fucking green bell pepper possible if I'm making like
pepper
something.
has flavor.
If it's just like
that is something you stuff with meat and bake.
Or like if I needed an onion, I don't need an onion this fucking big. If I just might need an onion this big. So I kind of want to pick it myself. Like,
yeah.
Or else I'm just going to be putting onion on just to get rid of it so I don't fucking waste it.
Did you know Alex Lyle is allergic to onions?
Really?
He would starve in my house.
He absolutely would. I haven't seen that guy in years. That's what happens when everybody gets married and moves on. Although he doesn't have any kids, so there's no excuse.
Yet.
There's one on the way?
Oh, yes.
God fucking mighty. What the hell's wrong with people? Have you just turned the news on? Turn the news on.
Now's not the time, people.
Bring a kid into this. Go ahead. I fucking dare you.
Yeah.
My retirement fund is not having kids.
It's going to be the child of a nurse and a banker.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, that's fair. But
baby Lyle is going to be okay.
That's fair. But the child of bankers who went to school with Voldemort had a Viper as his first car, and he totaled it. And then in the garage the next week was a Range Rover. So, yeah. Anyway. I don't know PJ Harvey.
You'd probably reckon I'd have to look up the actual name of the song. I think I only know like a couple of the hits.
Okay. To Bring You My Love?
No.
Long Snake Moan?
No. You said Black Snake Moan.
It's my
funny.
ringtone. We can move on then to what I think is probably one of the top 10 best albums of 1990 of the 1990s. Swallow It Down Like a Jagged
Little Pill.
Alanis Morissette.
I think that's one of the top 10 albums of the 1990s. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And who played guitar and bass on that whole album?
You told me this, and I forgot.
Dave Navarro and Flea.
Oh, that's right.
Were the musicians on the album. They had touring musicians. Oh, who was in the band? Who was the drummer of the band before he moved on to bigger things?
Not Dave Coulier.
No. There was another Dave who was a drummer of that band, though.
Growl.
Taylor Hawkins was drumming for Alanis Morissette.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he was the drummer for Alanis Morissette, and then Dave Grohl scooped him up. That's a great album. Favorite Alanis Morissette song, guys? What is it?
That's tough.
I know what mine is, but I'm waiting. Or I can just give it to you now. Mine's Uninvited.
Great song.
It's such a pretty. You remember that one?
Very talk about haunting, right? Go back
like
to the haunting.
Things I haven't listened to in so long.
Like anyone would be, I am flattered.
You say Uninvited, I'm thinking of the Ruth one-hit wonder.
Oh, no. This was
yeah,
on the...
Yeah, I'm a perversion.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm a human being. I'm uninvited.
Uninvited was on the City of Angels soundtrack with
Crow?
Nick Cage.
Oh,
and,
not the Crow City of Angels. It's like,
No.
that's not how this works.
no, it was...
Ooh, I always liked Everything. I think that might be my favorites from her.
was that on Jagged Little...
I don't even think that was on Jagged Little Pill. Hold on.
Everything. I know what that is. It's been a while since I've heard that. That's Stained. Yeah, Everything's not on... Ironic, Head Over Feet, Forgiven, Hand in My Pocket, You Ought to Know.
All
right, for that album, I think you're right. I think I'd go with Uninvited.
Head Over Feet's I like that song.
Yeah, Head Over Feet's great.
Or,
I mean, they're all bangers.
They're really good.
Yeah.
I need to listen to the whole out. Like it's been a decade.
I'm looking at this and I need to look up Reasons I Drink. As if I needed one, all right, folks?
Hey, you don't need a reason to drink.
And thanks for looking up. And please announce that too.
Everything. Like I know I've heard that. I'm gonna have to listen to it when we get done.
You'll know it when you hear it.
Okay. Next, I don't know Pulp.
Wow, that's obscure.
It's a band I've heard of, and I can't place right now.
Or Tricky. Supergrass.
Those are song names?
No, these are
bands.
These are
Like,
bands.
bands too?
Tricky, I think, is electronic. Supergrass is indie rock. Like, I keep getting them confused with Superchunk. Like, we just need Adam here.
Pulp is Brit.
By the way, we need
British
Adam
indie
here.
pop. Like I wouldn't know that.
We need Adam here all the time to translate band names.
Okay.
Like, if we don't know, he'll know. And we'll
Adam's-
name you 6 songs from each. That'll be fantastic.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad Greg and I are doing the band thing because it's kind of expanding what I know, but I still don't know a lot of the indie shit, even from the '90s too.
And,
So.
No, I wasn't really into that.
Or what I like to do at the house is put Spotify on and put pick an artist or pick 10 artists and then let it build me a station.
Mm-hmm.
I'm listening to it, but I'm not watching what's on the screen. I'm going to enjoy this, and if anything really stands out, I'll go delve deeper.
Check it out. Yeah.
Okay, that makes
That's how I discovered the Coral. They're fantastic, by the way.
the Coral.
Yep.
Are they endangered?
I'll get back to you on that. the
guy from Walking Dead?
The sea creatures, yes. Yes, the sun. If anybody wants the first season of The Walking Dead on DVD, please let me know. Assuming that survived the last second of Charles ousting. Whoops.
Well, we got Mobb Deep and then Raekwon, so we got a lot of obscure and former Wu-Tang member or current Wu-Tang members. And then you got
forever.
Blur. The Wu-Tang's for the kids.
Right.
The Great Escape from Blur. I'm not a huge Blur fan.
There
Is that the one with song number 2 on it?
No, song 2 was much.
Oh.
I think song 2 was after The Great Escape.
Were you the one that told
It
me
was about the
that blew my mind that the lead singer of Blur is the lead singer of Gorillaz?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I never put that together.
And now you do it
Yeah.
feeling bad.
Now every time I hear a Blur song, I'm like, son of a bitch.
Yeah, yeah,
Like, how did I not recognize this?
Yep.
Imagine Blur with synth
Yeah.
and a cartoon.
Yeah.
That's it. I enjoy Blur and I enjoy Gorillaz. One of the fun games to play at work. Push eject on every car CD player.
See what's in there?
A Gorillaz CD popped up.
Nice.
And there's a guy at work that had been repeatedly wearing Gorillaz shirts. It's like, well, I do believe you need this.
This belongs to you now?
It's free and better than worth it. Yes. Thanks, dude. I don't even know the guy's name.
Just don't monkey around with it. Next up is a genre that is completely and utterly extinct. R&B and soul. Brown Sugar from D'Angelo.
Oh, nice.
Brown sugar, babe. I get high with love. Want some of your brown sugar. Yeah.
I mean, 90s R&B and their hip hop was pretty good.
Yeah, the more I know now,
Those were the songs I made out with girls in the car back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Genuine.
Yeah. Jagged Edge.
Well, Adina Howard.
112.
Freak Like Me.
Yeah. What was the I Want to Get Freaky with You? Was that I want to get freaky with you. Oh, my God. Who sang that? I think it was fucking... Oh, man. Come on. I can't believe I'm going to Google this.
And Next, right?
Next.
Where it's
Dancing
closer.
real
We're
close,
talking about,
getting a fucking boner.
Getting a boner.
Want to get freaky. Silk.
Silk. Oh, I forgot about Silk. That's with 2 eyes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Silk.
I tried to adjust that monitor with this mount.
It's S2 ilk. Thank you.
And then we had Daydream from Mariah Carey, which was a big fucking album.
Yeah. I just don't like her.
She
I can appreciate her talent. I don't like her personally.
Yeah, she's really pretentious.
She's a super diva.
That had Fantasy, One Sweet Day, which was huge.
Oh my God,
I remember hating Fantasy when it came out.
Yeah, One Sweet Day is actually a pretty song because you got
that
Boys to Men in
that
it.
one I liked.
Always Be My Baby's not a horrible song.
Agreed.
Fantasy is if you watch the video on mute and you just see her on a roller coaster bouncing around, it's not so bad. But
you're onto something.
Yeah, I mean it is what it is. He had a Tupac album, his 14th album after dying. Actually, he didn't die till 96.
Well, he was as good as.
I'm unfamiliar with anything that Pavement ever did.
I couldn't even tell you a genre
with a
for
new
what the fuck is Pavement?
haircut. Indie rock before we knew that as a thing.
Was it
like
Proto Beck?
It'd be concurrent with Beck.
Okay.
That's not far off.
Okay. So it was very...
I love Beck, though.
Favorite Beck song? Devil's Haircut's mine.
Devil's Haircut's
Ditto.
great.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
Or the Trying Neighbors downstairs.
Yeah, but Beck is a Scientologist, which...
No, always sours it when you find that out.
Man. It fucking does.
Hey, he's my favorite Scientologist, all right?
Yeah.
We're going to rank them. Like him, Cruz, Masterson. Come on, have some fun with this.
But Danny Masterson is also an alleged rapist also, so...
Well, that's why he's third. What the bronze's cock?
Yeek. That sounds oddly sexual. One of my favorite, probably my favorite hip-hop album of all time, East 1999 Eternal from Bone Thugs and Harmony.
That was 95.
1995.
Love that album.
Is this when they're going to miss everybody? Miss everybody?
Gonna miss everybody.
Miss everybody?
Yep. Living in a hateful world.
I told you, that was like my lawn mowing album.
Yep.
Kid.
How could you hear it?
Turn that shit up.
Hell yeah.
We had to get him up with two guns, running side by side with a number one. Better will drop my page on when the popo's mad, but catch me redhead and I'm done. Wish gripping that 6-shot pump, some spit it, let me somehow let me cop the heads. He blew his head off. Oh yeah, I remember that shit.
You guys got to play that next.
Play Crossroad. First of the month.
First of the month.
Down 71 to get it. Bud Smokers Only. Mikella. Oh, there's some good shit on there. There's some really good shit on there. I need to listen to that album again. Steve, you have no idea what
Beyond the hits, fuck to the nah, bro.
Yeah, I mean, most of that album was hits. You probably recognized most of it.
First of the month.
First of the month, I know that one too.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It's like back in the proto face-based days, there was a message board for NC State students and slackers living around Raleigh, which I was a part. And like every time the first of the month comes around, they're posting that. It's like, oh shit, you know what this means? Rent's due.
Follow me, roll, stroll, where there is 24/7. Come, let's take a visit to people that's long on their wrist while he's there, Terry.
For a while, I was renting the half room in a 3.5 bedroom house. My rent was $220 a month plus utilities.
Fuck yes. You couldn't.
It was 8.5 by 10.
You couldn't live in a tent city for that right now.
I know, right?
Insomniac was next.
I think that's what they mean by living free.
From
Green Day.
Yep.
I should have known that.
It's like, how do you follow Dookie?
By not sleeping. Was Brain Stew and Jaded on Geek Stick Breath was on there.
That one up on the Angus soundtrack.
Yeah, Brain Stew and
movie I never saw, and
yep, Brain Stew.
That was the one. I was like, that sounds like a Green Day song.
Someday that happens. I think I'm falling off into a state of regression. The expiration date rapidly coming up is leaving me behind to wreck. Always move forward, going straight will get you nowhere. There is no progress. Evolution killed it all. I found my place in nowhere. I'm taking one step sideways, leaning with my crutch. Gotta fuck that equilibrium.
Well, that's how I know who the lyricist is here. Now, don't you, folks?
Why was Jaded so fast? Go. It's two different songs.
They were running out of tape or something.
Brain Stew and Jaded were two different songs.
But they always play them together. Why is that?
They're back to back on the album, but why was Jaded so fast?
Because they had to make a better version than Aerosmith's. Go.
They had the album. I think the producer told the album was going to be this amount of time, and they had to cut the song. And they were like, "No, we're not cutting the song. We're just going to speed it the fuck up."
That's why they played
it the fuck up. Yep.
That's awesome.
Yep.
This might have been from the era before a CD could hold 80 minutes instead of 74.
Well, every song on this is 2 minutes long, 2 minutes or 3. The longest song on the album is Panic Song, 3:35. So that's probably not it.
I don't need a song for my Panic, and I hope it's
Because
not
the whole
gonna be-
album was, what, like 28 minutes long?
Yeah,
Pretty
probably.
fucking short.
Yeah.
Geek Stink Breath, Brain Stew, Jaded, Panic Song, and Walking Contradiction was on there too. Which is
I did like Walking Contradiction.
And I've got no right.
What about Left? No, he's got Left. He's left-handed.
Well,
His Nintendo Watch.
I'm busy. Game Boy.
That's Game Boy.
That's awesome.
Thanks, Kat. Yeah. If I look at it wrong, I'm afraid the screen's gonna pop out of it. Come on, Coles. Sell better shit.
One Hot Minute.
From Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yep.
I really enjoyed that, except for the song P with an A.
I like music. Or I like
song
pleasure spiked with playing.
Yeah.
I don't like that
Aeroplane. Like, that got played into the ground. Like, that might as well have been...
That's because of the Beavis and Butthead movie.
Well, they played Roller Coaster. Love Roller Coaster.
Oh, that was,
Yeah.
right, that was Roller Coaster.
Did you watch that? Did I send you that? It was all of the videos they ever watched. Somebody edited it on.
No, you told me
It's
that.
so fucking
Like,
great.
Yeah.
Basically, act fast while that lasts. Does that have the commentary on it, too?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Everything. Mike Judge isn't going to block that shit.
I'm just curious
MTV,
about
some
if,
corporate asshole will. Though.
I'd be curious if some record company holder is going to be like, "Oh, that's us."
Oh, that's true. The actual
go fuck all yourselves. Thanks, you freeloaders.
Aeroplane's on there. One Hot Minute. My Friends is on that one. I love My Friends. You remember that one?
Oh, I definitely do. I didn't realize it was that
My
album.
favorite song was One Big Mob because
Yeah, I
that
like
starts off so insane.
Yeah.
Okay, correction. I like the first half of One Big Mob. Once it slows down, next track.
Shallow Be Thy Game. I don't remember.
That had like the crazy like growling dog guitar on it.
Well, it's Dave Navarro's, so I mean. And then we have History, Past, Present, and Future from Michael Jackson. Say what you want about Michael. He's a weird guy, but fucking music's great.
Make good music.
Yep. What was on this fucking album? Oh, it was just a collection of hits.
Yeah, it's like if I recall correctly, that was a compilation.
Well, Scream was on that one with Janet Jackson. That was
I actually like that
that's
song
a
a lot.
great song.
I remember watching that video when it like premiered on MTV.
Ooh.
I think that might have left an F-bomb fly on MTV because stop messing with me, stop messing with me, stop messing with me, stop fucking with me.
Yeah. Also, You Are Not Alone was on that. That's a beautiful song. You
I
remember?
didn't realize that was.
You
on
remember
there
that
either.
one? That's a beautiful song.
That video for Scream was rad. Because
Janet-
they're in space.
Janet would look real good in that.
God damn, I got.
Yeah.
I do wish I would have had a fling with a black chick before I got married. We're on camera, aren't we?
It's your camera.
Yep, it's my camera. Is anybody watching this? We gotta,
Raise
at
your
work-
hand
at
if
work,
you are.
dude. At work, like there was one time this girl, very attractive black lady. I told Emily about this. She's like, you are so. She's like, are you married? I was like, yeah. She's like, man. She's like, you're so cute. She's so nice. I'm like, fuck. Anyway, let's move on before I start.
I'm sorry, miss. You're not prepared for my level of awkward.
Goody Mob, Soul Food, Rancid. I'm not a big Rancid fan.
No, the guy can't sing. I hate
it's
it.
Fucking
It was-
horrible.
He's terrible.
He's Baby Ramones.
It'll fall back down. You're gonna pick it back up again.
Yeah, it's just like
Wait,
I
it's
don't
like some dude doing bad karaoke or something.
wait.
Yeah,
Are you sure it was that or the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones?
that was supposed to be what it was. But so I know punk rock singers are not great singers, but the thing is too, it's that, and you had this image where all of you look like badasses, and then you just did pop songs.
Right.
At least the Ramones had the decency to put out punk rock songs, and if you're going to live that image, it's the same way with Good Charlotte. Good Charlotte
Yeah.
had this image.
And in fact,
And
all
they-
of the original Ramones are dead, so there's that.
That's true. But you have this image,
Help me, Marky.
and then you put out pop songs. Like Good Charlotte was just, I was like, this is fucking horrible. Like,
Yeah,
this is
terrible. Absolutely
it's
terrible.
Absolutely bad. It's
Yeah.
not,
Yeah, that was the morphing into pop punk.
The
when
only
it
rancid
becomes
song I like
garbage.
is like Ruby Soho.
Ruby Soho's pretty good. I
Just
like
because
that.
it's catchy, but it's not because of his voice.
Of course not. Yeah, but Ruby Soho's pretty good.
Yeah.
And it's easy to play because it's a punk song.
Well,
Exactly. Elastica?
Connection.
isn't that,
Chick
is that
Rock.
garbage?
No,
Or is that the name
it
of the
was-
band?
That's the name of the band.
It's British.
British garbage.
Isn't that the Ready to Go song?
Uh,
Scottish garbage.
Isn't that the Ready to Go song?
Nah, that was
Ready to Go.
Do this.
Baby, I'm ready to go.
Could it be the both of them?
Isn't that Elastica?
I don't think so.
I know-
Republica.
Oh,
Republica with a
damn
K.
it. All right, that was close.
Yeah.
I don't know if I know Elastica then.
Connection.
I don't remember
And
Connection.
It's good. Wow. Wow, 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 wow.
Oh, I do. Okay, I know that one.
Wow, 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 wow.
Oh, okay. I got you. Got you.
We're going to beatbox this song to live.
Those aren't the words.
Get it, forget it. Don't understand the words of the song. Something other connections made. Wow.
That's actually very accurate.
Brother Brian knows.
Songs,
Next question.
songs of love, destruction, and other synthetic delusions of the electric head. Astro Creep 2000.
Holy shit.
White
nuggets.
Zombie.
Fuck.
That's a lot of dung to get through a better monster magnet.
Hey, let me show you. Let me give you the half of the lyrics to every White Zombie song ever. Yeah. There you go. There's half the lyric. You already know half of them.
He's almost like a.
I like the
I don't know anything. More Human Than Human is the only song I know on that album.
Yeah.
Because the first one, Sexorcisto, had Black Sunshine, Thunder Kiss 65.
Yeah, it's crazy thing. Like that's the earlier one. Like I'm pretty sure I heard More Human than before any other
You
Rob
did.
Zombie song, and then like, oh, there's more. And
I think that's why.
like
I think
this
they kind
a
of popped
lot.
it up
Yeah.
a little bit and got on the radio, and then they started kind of pulling up their older stuff.
Yeah, much like
Yep.
Offspring Smash, all those hits, and then
Yeah.
later I hear Kick When He's Down. Like, oh, there's another Offspring album. Oh, it's from '92,
It's like, wait,
not
this is
'94.
old?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
What the hell?
What was I going to say? Oh,
give me everything.
the guitar player for White Zombie? Who is that? Please tell me you know this, because I know Steve does.
I'm sure I did it at one point.
He's the lead singer of Power Man 5000.
Oh, get the fuck! I don't think I did know
Yeah,
that.
same
Oh,
guy.
his brother.
Oh, shit.
Brother-in-law. Yep, that's his brother-in-law.
Oh, wow.
And you know what? Power Man 5000 is kind of like one of those bands you're like, those guys aren't any good. And you listen, you're like,
Dude,
okay.
when
this
Worlds
is kinda-
Collide,
they're actually pretty good.
I
Cool.
love Worlds Collide. The fact that it popped out in a
Worlds
Gran Turismo game was incredible.
What was the other? They had Worlds Collide. There was another big Power Man 5000 song that I can't.
I think it's like Bomberman or something, or what was it? It was.
Oh God, Jesus Christ. Spider One is the guy's. Like,
That's not a real name.
Michael David Cummings. I would probably go by Spider One.
Yeah, fair enough.
When Worlds Collide, Bombshell,
Bombshell.
and then Nobody's Real was the other one.
That's
Oh, yeah,
the
Nobody's
song I
Real
was
too, yeah.
trying to think of. The intro to that is so cool sounding.
They were Power Man 5000 was a combination of Nine Inch Nails and White Zombie.
Yeah. So I love
Yeah, they had like the
them a lot.
synth in there a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Power Man 5000. Steve's taking a break.
Yep.
Which is good because none of us know anything about Sonic Youth.
I only know some of their songs of like rock band.
I know
or
a
something,
few of them.
Again,
and
this goes back into that punk.
Well, they were experimental. So they had
it's
some,
one of those like
Yeah.
they keep popping up on the stereo. It's like that sound like Sonic Youth. Like hell if I know what song this is unless it's cool thing.
I can't get into Sonic Youth.
No, not really.
It's a little too.
Jokes on you. They're all 70 now.
If that and if you mix like the shoegazy of Deftones, but with like fucking noise rock and shit. They're just making noise, and I have no idea what's fucking going on.
Yeah.
Did you know Pat Smear from Nirvana and Foo Fighters, the guy with the great? He's 60 fucking 2.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Holy fuck!
I had no idea because he was in the band called the Germs.
I actually think I might remember. Did they have any kind of hits or anything?
I don't.
Or maybe I just know this from
like
reading
tribute.
about Foo Fighters or whatever.
I didn't realize he was 62. I mean,
didn't
Dave's
either.
in his early. Everybody in the grunge scene's in their early 50s, but like Pat's a little bit older. So he's like, I was like, Jesus Christ, man! Like, what the fuck? He still looks pretty good to be 60 fucking 2.
Yeah, absolutely.
I hope I make it that long.
I'd be out there in a fucking wheelchair.
Yeah, probably. I watch somebody run. I'm like, God damn it!
Like,
I'm sorry.
why would you do that?
We're not food. Black grape. It's great when you're straight. Yeah. What's the name of the fucking? Steve probably knows, and he's probably
That's a band, Black Grape.
Black Grape, and the name of the album is called "It's Great When You're Straight." Yeah. I've never heard of this. I've never heard of this band. Reverend Black Grape. I have no idea. But by the way, have you ever listened to the Reverend Horton Heat? It's a psychobilly freakout. Ding, 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 ding.
Maybe I have.
It's psychobilly, which is a genre that's like, Jesus. I'm drawing a blank. I'm super drunk now.
Primus.
Psychobilly songs. All right, so.
Is that a genre?
Psychobilly is a genre.
Oh.
What's the difference between rockabilly and psychobilly?
Drugs.
Rockabilly is a genre of music originating in the South, and psychobilly is that, but you're blending that and punk rock, which is also grotesque and humorous lyrics. What's all about Reverend Horton Heat?
Yep. Wasn't that your crash course recently?
Yes. I was like, I'm listening to the Reverend Horton. Have you ever heard of Black Grape? It's great when you're straight.
No and no.
Okay.
And sometimes. What?
We got Old Dirty Bastard, The Return of the 36 Chambers, the dirty version. I'm only familiar with ODB's Hey
Clean
Dirty
work.
Baby, I Got Your Money, and his Wu-Tang Clan.
And his work in the Wu-Tang.
Yeah. Ooh, now we're all right. So we got the Gold Experience from Prince, which he doesn't like Prince, and I fucking love Prince.
I can appreciate Prince. I just was never a Prince fan. I don't know why. Because the guy's one of the most talented human beings to ever exist. But
Very strange.
yeah,
He also that song, The Most Beautiful Girl in the World, was on that album. You remember that one?
that's a great song.
I love that song.
I would have thought that was earlier.
That's a great song, and one of my favorite albums. I might give Greg next. Frog Stomp, Silverchair,
Nice.
Awesome.
1995. Now, I don't.
On the cover is an unstumped frog.
You have to stomp it yourself. Just take the CD out first, because favorite Silverchair song.
Suicidal Dream.
That's probably Tomorrow. I mean, that's
Really?
Yeah, the
Daniel
hit.
Johns would punch you for that. Probably.
I know. I'm a homer sometimes when it comes to the radio hit, but that was the whole reason I knew about Silverchair and liked Silverchair.
I would either say One Way Mule, which was on Diorama, I think, or Israel's Son's great.
Yeah, I love Israel's Son too.
Slave.
Slave.
Do you remember that one? It sounded just like I Don't Know Anything from Mad Season. Speaking of Mad Season, here's Alice in Chains' Three-Legged Dog album.
Oh, such a good album.
Uh-huh.
Three-legged dog.
The mashup you didn't know you needed.
Bow wow wow yippee yo yippee.
I forgot how good Three-Legged Dog is. I mean, Grind, Brush Away, Sludge Factory. I don't love Sludge Factory, but
Are you saying repping is not guilt?
I think I would rather listen to the live version of Sludge Factory. I think that's better than
the studio version just drags.
It's 7 minutes long.
That's long for a punk. It's not punk, grunge.
Yeah. Heaven Beside You, beautiful. Head Creeps, I like. Again, is a banger.
Killer.
listening to William do it too is great.
Yeah.
Goddamn. Shaming you.
That was Gray's first car. Was a Pontiac Goddamn.
Well, we had a friend at work that had or not work, but at high school that had a Grand Am, and then we peeled the label off and then took and made it Grandma. He didn't notice it for a long time.
Nice.
Frogs, I can't really get into. I don't like frogs that much.
Yeah, it was like starts with the shrill guitar, and it's
You remember
weird
Frogs?
and terrible.
I don't think I do.
It was on the unplugged.
Oh.
It was closer to the end. Why does it have to be this way? Why does it have to be there? It was near the end. But Over Now,
Over Now is
fucking
awesome.
That was when I was trying to calm myself down last October because of all that shit that was going down. Over Now is what I listened to, and y'all both know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And the lyrics to that were so perfect for that situation. Yeah, it's over now, but I can breathe somehow. You know, it's been on my mind. Could you? Next, we pay our debts sometimes. When it's all going wrong, it's hard to be so strong. Well, it was so like it hit me. So I was like, yeah, you know what? But I can breathe. I'm okay. I'm okay. Let's not cry on camera. Balance from Van Halen, 95. Was that Shine On?
Is that Van Hagar?
That
Yep.
was
That would've been
the
Hagar, right?
last
Yeah.
Van Hagar proper. Yeah, I played the shit out of Balance back in the day because I didn't know any better.
What's on there?
Can't Stop Loving You.
Okay.
The biggest non-hit is Money, or Big Fat Money, is insane.
Big Fat Money, yeah. I could have sworn that what was the one on Twister soundtrack? Shine on, shine on.
Humans Being is the title of the song.
I thought
that
was
would have been
95.
96.
Did Twister come out 96?
I think it was a year later, and I think that was the soundtrack exclusive.
Okay, it was on
and
an
then
album.
there was later was like a CD like chronicling like best of plus like, hey, here's a few other songs like we got this soundtrack song from Sammy and some random garbage from Dave that because I had that CD and played it too. Couldn't tell you what it's called. It was like or the best of volume 1 or like one of those like best of plus wink. Well, we've got 80 minutes to fill, folks. So here's this thing you've never heard of and. It's not their best effort before Dave comes back for a different kind of truth before that became a more real threat.
Yeah. Steve, you're more familiar with this next band, but it's King for a Day, Fool for a Lifetime.
Ah, Faith in the Mirror.
Yeah.
Look up. Boogity, 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 boogity.
Other than Epic, I can't not name. Steve likes Faith No More a lot. Because of Epic, I don't really like that song.
There's another one. That I like is something like Pieces or Puzzle Pieces or something like that.
Falling to Pieces.
Falling to Pieces
is a better song.
Yeah, that's a great song too. But beyond that too, I don't think I did really like those two. I mean,
if I recall correctly, Natalie Melcher has that album title as a tattoo with
really?
the man with the police dog.
Yeah. We need to see her and
Tony
again. They're good people.
Get Out. Ricochet has the Bill Hicks quote. It's always funny until someone gets hurt, then it's just hilarious. Another cool tune. Get Out's decent. Evidence is fantastic. The General Art of Making Enemies, decent. Started pass. Cuckoo for Caca, pass. Can't pronounce Portuguese, pass. Early in the Morning, weird. Dig and Grave, decent. Take This Bottle, decent. Slow Jam, King for a Day. I can't place the title track of CD on there. What a Day. Yes, it was, especially yesterday. Thus, no. Heartbreaking. Just a Man. Take it or leave it. It's decent. Bonus tracks. Absolute Zero is awesome. I Started a Joke. Hot garbage cover of not quite Bee Gees.
Really?
And then Evidence in Spanish. Don't know that one at all.
Interesting.
So on that, give it 8 out of 14 or 16. But it's everything they do is different, and not everything's epic. And then everyone knows them for epic,
right?
Their style is all over the map. Like if you don't like that, try something else.
Right.
It's all weird, for better or for worse.
Sure.
I can appreciate that though.
Yeah.
Just if you go down there, searching an artist catalog expecting
it's like
an album of epic, you're going to be pretty disappointed.
Just go get a Red Hot Chili Peppers album.
Let's go listen to Epic, right? Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Or just listen to Chili Peppers.
Like that, and those bands feuded a bunch too. It's like,
Yes,
never
they did.
mind. Red Hot Chili Peppers feuded a bunch with them. It's like, well,
Yeah, I mean,
it's if you were to try to pin a genre on them, like the whole rap rock thing, it totally works, and they've been around about the same time.
mm-hmm.
It's just that RHCP made it way bigger.
They did. Next up, Garbage, self-titled.
Noise.
Great. Queer, Only Happy When It Rains, Stupid Girl, My Lover's Box. It's a great title.
It's just a great title. That's easily my favorite slang for
Box.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
What do you mean? The box the penis comes in.
I like Ham Wallet.
Oh,
Have you heard
Ham Wallet.
the one good takeaway from the last Bloodhound Gang album in 2000?
Wait, they had multiple albums? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the lap dance is better when the stripper is crying.
Yeah, that was so great.
They're like the Weird Al of,
Yeah,
except like not even serious.
It was like the rap rock that didn't make it.
Fucking
That
terrible.
I've also seen in concert. I saw Faith No More 6 years ago, and the Bloodhound Gang almost 21 years ago. The Foxtrot Uniform Charlie Kilo might have been it. And I need to look up whatever that title was. That was nothing but euphemisms for fucking.
Your gimmick.
Damn it, I'm out of beer now. I'm on them.
You want to open up one of these sour IPAs?
How big's the bottle?
Gotta say, I'm very
It's just a
curious.
can.
Like,
Yeah, let's do it.
What happens when your bitter is sour? And how long it took to figure out the difference between the two? Oh, hey, 2 years ago.
I mean, at least it's a great example of it because it's from Aslan, which is a wonderful brewery. But you'll be pretty surprised by the
Trippy Frog. Sour Double IPA.
Yeah.
Blue Spirulina. Spirulina, mangoes, grapefruit, and Meyer lemons. And a Meyer lemon is a 50-50 of mandarin orange and lemon, by the way.
I did not know that.
Now, well, I'm the person to ask about that.
See, we're also educational here on the podcast.
Well, that's a loose interpretation of it.
Speaking of loose interpretations, I found the lyrics to the song. Yes, it is called Foxtrot Uniform Charlie Kilo.
Yes.
Starting off by vulcanize the whoopee stick in the ham wallet.
Nice.
No, Ham Wallet right off the bat.
Cattle prod the oyster ditch
The oyster dish. Oh, God.
with the lap rocket. Better dip the cranny axe in the gut locker. Retrofit the pudding hatch. Ooh la la.
Pudding hash.
With the boink swatter.
Make it sound so gross.
Really. I need a shower.
I know.
I'll skim a bit. Marinate the nether rod in the squish mitten.
Squish smitten.
Power drill the yippee bog with the dude piston. Pressure wash the quiver bone in the bitch wrinkle.
I mean, I'll give him credit for that, but that's it.
A bitch wrinkle.
That's it.
I like Ham Wallet quite a bit. Matthew Sweet, 100% fun. Don't know who that is. But then we also
the one hit girlfriend. It's totally okay.
Then we have Above from Mad Season.
Here's funny, though. Hold on real quick. I want to go back to Matthew Sweet because you mentioned Girlfriend. Why did that song stick around? It is like the most like
okay song ever.
Okay song,
Yeah.
and it like won't go away. I'm like, why do people still play this song? It wasn't
I
a
don't
hit.
know. And where have you been listening? Because I remember that early in my alternative rock listening days, and he's still a thing. The song's still a thing.
They still
I'm
play it on
confused,
Sirius on
too.
Lithium. They play it.
I don't think I know it. I'm playing it right
Dude,
now. I need to hear it because
I don't want to say it sucks. It's just, why did this song survive?
It's totally okay.
Totally okay. That's a perfect example.
it's an ad. It's an ad.
If the ad's playing the podcast, they have to pay us too, right?
Right.
It sounds like a song from Shrek.
Imagine them usurping that.
I've never heard this. He looks like if Josh Todd never did a bunch of drugs.
You know? Like, why did this song survive out of all the songs?
Guys, who's your favorite Dick Tracy villain? Mine's Smallface.
Like, it just doesn't make any sense. It makes me angry.
That's not a great song.
No.
No, it's this. Here to rock and roll, guys.
No.
And we got Above from Mad Season,
Yes.
which is great.
What's your favorite Mad Season song?
I know what yours is, Mr. November.
Uh-huh.
As much as I love River of Deceit and I don't know anything, I think Long Gone Day is my favorite one. What about you, Brian?
River of Deceit.
River of Deceit? That's a fun one to play, too.
Yeah. And those lyrics are fucking brutal and deep, like,
And honest.
like,
That's the
it's like Nutshell for Alice in Chains. Like, that song, there's 2 small verses, and those lyrics are so fucking dark.
And they're honest. Like
Super honest.
There's something I like about when you listen to somebody.
Like, you can feel those songs.
It's kind of the problem I have with a lot of 80s hair metal.
That was crap. It was party rock.
Yeah. But if there's one band doing that, it's fine.
Sure.
Steel Panther does 80s hair metal better than any fucking body.
Exactly. Yeah.
But if everybody's there's no authenticity to that.
No, it's like if you...
Unless you're Steel Panther making the best parody of 80s hair metal.
Yeah,
and
it was
it's the most crazy
completely
thing ever.
supposed to be that.
Right. But
I love them so much.
I'm going to pick on country music because I don't like country music either. Current day country pop music is the same thing. It's a generic formula that somebody has created. Mm-hmm. And if you listen to the lyrics, they mean absolutely nothing. Literally nothing.
Hey, you like drinking and partying too? Me too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like,
Let's
okay,
write every song about that.
Introduce drum machines into country.
Right.
You made a bad thing worse.
It's a formula about trucks and beer and partying and the front porch and home and a family. And it's like, shut the fuck up.
I can't wait for autonomous vehicles to become more a thing. Then the country singer can be lamenting that his truck ran away from him too.
I would show you the meme that I showed Brian yesterday about country music, and it's so fucking true. I have the top singles of 1995 up now. Gangsta's Paradise was number fucking 1.
That's great. Coolio.
We're going to fly through this.
You and what bad hair day?
But Waterfalls was number 2, and Creep was number 3. TLC.
Both great songs, though.
Goodness.
Those are awesome.
But I'm
surprised that went on the albums list.
I think the album came out in 94. I think, because it wasn't on the list.
Gotta be. Yeah, that definitely would have been on the list.
I still remember the rap to Waterfall, like when Left Eye did it. Like, although I think my favorite...
Creep was one of the sexiest videos, too.
It was, but you know what? The sexiest song they ever did and video was Red Light Special.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
That was
I just remember Creep used to get
this
this
why
little
I'm upset
tiny peek of
Kmart's not a thing.
underboob in the video, and it was like, damn.
This is tolerable.
What's good?
It's not...
For you with sours, that's a win.
Yeah. It looks like grapefruit juice.
Yeah.
I can't even see
It's not
light
pink
through it.
enough.
But no, TLC was my intro. No, I would say that's not my introduction. In Vogue was my introduction to being down with the swirl.
Yeah.
In Vogue video to you're never gonna get it like
That's
that.
also a great song, yeah.
Somebody making mac and cheese in here. Kiss from a Rose came out in 95.
Also a good song.
On Bended Knee.
That was the quintessential
Boys to Men.
soundtrack
Boys to
strung
Men.
in the movie.
Talk about getting laid. Boys to Men will always get you laid.
Yeah, you put that shit on, you're getting.
It's like our generation's like.
Apparently, I did middle school wrong. What?
Y'all are the same age. Clearly, Brian was having some ladies over in middle school. In 95, I was 9. This is how we do it. Take a Bow. Madonna. Great fucking song.
Oh, I hate her, though.
You hate her as a person.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Take a Bow.
You're not even Catholic.
Take a Bow. That album, I think, was called Music Box was Mariah Carey. So 94. What was that album called? God damn it. 1994 album. What was it fucking called? Bedtime Stories. Fuck, I knew that.
Was Take a Bow from a movie? Wasn't that like the Venice? Like, what was the?
No, that was Don't Cry for Me, Argentina. That was from Evita. Yeah. I like Madonna's songs, by the way. Take a Bow had Babyface in it.
That's right. Ooh, Babyface.
Yeah. I love that.
That's one.
That's such a pretty song.
Yeah.
Water Runs Dry from Boys to Men.
That was a great song.
That's Boys to Men.
That might have been one of my favorites from them, actually.
That's a video I could remember. It's like White Sands, New Mexico Desert. Like what?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Steve, don't give me the runaround. Are you a
Blues Traveler?
We were going to play a Blues Traveler song one time. I looked up the lyrics, and the lyrics are like sheets. I was like, no, we're not playing that.
Like trying to play an Eminem song.
I'm not remembering all that.
Another breakdown you need to listen to. It's like, this isn't happening. It's incredible, but it's not happening.
Holy shit. Speaking of R&B, All for One.
And One for
I Can
All.
Love You Like That. I would make you my world. That was huge.
That was a good one.
Kalen wanted that on the wedding playlist. Maybe it played. It's like I had 250 songs for a 5-hour event. So
Wasn't there while I was there.
Luckily,
Cat to the rescue with the spare PA.
Josh's jam box. Yep. Did you see the branding on that Bluetooth speaker, by the way?
I did, but I don't remember.
It'd be hilarious if you did. I don't care if it's supposed to be Eco X gear. Oh no, it looks like Ecox gear.
Ecox gear.
Josh has the most amazing Bluetooth speaker ever.
Everything's going to be electronic anyway, so our dicks might as well be too. Bryan Adams. Every Bryan Adams song's cheesy, but
yeah, he was like every song was a ballad, so it just became over the top. Right?
Summer '69 was earlier, but that's still hilarious.
This was Have You Ever Really Loved a Woman? But then next was Mr. Lover.
Shaggy.
Goodness.
Yeah. That's a good one.
It's
you didn't sound like you had enough of a
couldn't understand half of what he was saying.
Yeah, you didn't sound enough like you had a Colombian necktie doing
smooth, just like a cigar. So I unfold me, roll me up like a quilt. I'm a lyrical lover. Don't take me for no fool with my sexual physique. Jump me well, do. Oh me, oh my. Well, can't you tell? Just like a turtle coming out the shell. I'll quit.
You should play Shaggy at church. Yeah.
I should.
Interesting.
You Gotta Be from Desiree. That's a good song, too. Do you remember that?
Oh, I do remember that
bad,
song.
You gotta be bold.
That's pretty good.
I like that song.
Something as your day unfolds. Things
Listen
I appreciate
as your
better
day
now.
unfolds. Challenge what the future holds. Try to keep your head up to the... Emily calls me a jukebox. One More Chance from Notorious B.I.G.
One of my favorites from him. Oh, yeah. Man, that was a great song.
That I know you've heard that before.
I like Notorious a lot.
Yeah.
You said Christopher Wallace, awful funny.
Here we go, guys. Ani Kamosi. Here come the hot stepper, murderer, I'm the lyrical gangster, murderer, clean me up out there, murderer.
That's a straight one-hit wonder, right? Like I never heard anything else.
Yeah. That's a great one. It's a banger.
That's like Snow Informer.
Informer.
Still don't know that one.
I lick
He
your
told me
boom
that-
down.
You nailed it.
He's told me that 96 times. I still don't know if I
That one I don't know the words to.
No.
Let Her Cry. Hootie.
That's a good song. I actually really liked Hootie.
It's good.
Yeah.
Chill. Sit on the porch.
It was like perfect 90s pop music.
Sure,
Like,
Crack Review. I mean,
yeah.
Every song was
oddly enough, while
banger.
Yeah.
well,
It was radio
I got the
hits.
shirt from it. Upon going to Holton, like someone's blasting Hootie from their beach house. Like, I recognize this. Like, they're playing the entirety of Crack Review.
It's like, all right, they're obviously our age, so
yes. Like, who are you? Because I'm going to steal your house and your beer.
Is Hootie Southern rock Radiohead?
I'd rather listen to Hootie 11 times out of 10.
You not like Radiohead, Steve?
No.
Really?
I do not like Radiohead Steve.
Comma, Steve.
Colors of the Wind was a pretty song.
Punctuation.
Vanessa Williams' Colors of the Wind was in Pocahontas soundtrack.
I'm
Can you
trying to
paint with all the colors?
Let's face it, folks. We like the Pocahontas.
Vanessa who lost her Miss USA crown because she posed in Playboy after she won. And she lost her crown because of that.
That's stupid. They can't retroactively take that back.
They Indian gave her.
Isn't that such a... I can't believe we're still doing beauty pageants and stuff. Like,
That's so archaic. You know what I want to do? I want
so
to do the
ridiculous.
ugliest woman.
Susan Boyle, go.
It can't be USA. Like, no, you're not even born here, and you're the ugliest fucking person ever born.
they just import her just for the contest.
But she's got a beautiful voice, though.
God, yeah.
As I Lay Me Down from Sophie B. Hawkins. As I lay me down to sleep. Although better song was Damn, I Wish I Was Your Lover.
Yeah, because I like that song way better.
That's
yeah.
a good song.
Yeah.
Collective Soul, December. Beautiful.
That's a great song.
Don't know the words. Turn your head a bit.
Those are the words.
Close enough.
Don't scream about.
I was thinking about how much I like Gel earlier.
There's a couple other ones I'm just going to skip over because I don't remember them. And I'm pretty sure y'all don't either. I'm the only one from Melissa Etheridge.
Ooh.
Great.
I wasn't a big fan of hers either.
I like that song, and I like Come to My Window.
Well, that's why. I heard that song 100 fucking thousand times.
It got played a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big Papa.
That said, I never listened to the Marin episode with her.
I didn't either. Oh, yes,
That's
I
the
did.
thing.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
And she's kind of Jesus-y now, which sucks.
Melissa Etheridge is?
Yeah.
That's really awkward considering the everything.
Because evidently, if you're whatever. I was going to say, they say Jesus doesn't like the gays, but how can you not like the gays?
Yeah, how does that reconcile with her?
I don't.
I'm pretty certain that Jesus fans don't like the gays. Jesus has long since been dead, so do what you want.
Joke's on you. Was never a real person. It might have been a real person, but anyway. Roll to Me from Delamitri. The most infuriating song you'll ever hear in headphones.
The creepiest video possible.
That song.
Is this the one that you said is like straight up 2 channels?
All the vocal in Roll to Me, I can play it and you can listen to it. The drums are I think are panned right. All the bass is in one ear. All the vocals are in one ear. All the guitars are in one ear. It's so weird. I don't know who produced that fucking out, and I don't even want to know.
Might as well have been Mono.
It's horrible.
A2.
No, it's not Mono. It's worse than Mono because at least
They
Mono
purposely did that.
It's so weird. Like everything's in.
They purposely split them
You
up.
can do if you do this and the all the vocal. You can't hear any vocals at all. Like it's so fucking weird, man. When you're listening to it at the supermarket or on the 2 speakers right there, it's fine. And the headphones, it's so weird to hear. It makes you dizzy almost because you're like, where's this shit coming from?
Meanwhile, the video was super creepy with like, let's put all the singers' heads in baby carriages.
Yeah, that's really weird.
That was that video, wasn't it? I remember that video
creepy.
now. Yeah.
Steve, Brian, I wish I was a little bit taller. Wish I was a baller.
Dang,
I wish
Skee-Lo.
I had a girl who looked good. I would call her.
Love Skee-Lo. I literally had that music in my library now, like that song. It'll like randomly come up, and I'm like,
was
fuck
that
yeah.
when did
I'm gonna have some more of this. It's actually not bad.
Right?
Wait, did he totally rip off that wind instrument from the Downward Spiral?
No, that's a sample of I think De La Soul. I don't remember.
Leave your shrunken Honda Civic out of this.
One of my new favorite songs to play live, 95, came out. Carnival from Natalie Merchant.
Nice.
She's my favorite female vocalist. She's not the best and not technically, the best, but I love her.
She was always very different.
Very different.
Which
My
was, I think,
cousin
what made
Mark's
her...
wife looked just like her.
Who?
My cousin Mark.
Really?
The lawyer, married to a lawyer.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him since Kat and Josh got married 6 years ago.
She was a doll back then. There was some 10,000 Maniacs songs that I forgot about. And their cover of Because the Night. Have you heard that? Because the night belongs to lovers. That's a cover.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know how long it took me to figure out the lyrics of that? Garanti now. Can't hurt you now. Can't hurt you now.
You can't hurt you
Holy
now.
kittens, I was dumb running around the back of an 88 Voyager, man.
I don't judge. All I want to do from
I
Sheryl
only
Crow.
like to journey and execute.
That was okay song. That
didn't like
song
the-
always bothered me because it didn't rhyme. And
Yeah.
it fucking bothered me. Plus they played the shit out of it. But I did like Sheryl Crow mostly.
I didn't like it's not the rhyme that
Cannot
bothered me. It
place
was the
that.
flow of it. It
Like
never.
she's talking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is she going to be a rapper? The rhyme talker?
My favorite Madonna song, Secret.
Yes.
You know that one.
I know I do. I just...
Yeah.
Things haven't been the same since you came into my life. Yeah.
I mostly just block out on Madonna at this point.
I did a live cover of it one time
did you really?
on Facebook. Yeah. I can still play. I think I can still play it. I think I still remember it.
Yeah, I'm going to change my vote from whenever you're proud of me for a favorite Madonna song because that's it.
It's a good one. Feel Me Flow from Naughty by Nature. Here we
go
now. Holler if you hear me. Oh,
Hear me,
come
feel
and
me, flow now.
Yeah, I like that.
I like Naughty by Nature. They had just awesome party rap songs.
Yeah.
Like OPP, Feel Me Flow,
Hip Hop Hooray.
Hip Hop Hooray.
Oh.
The ultimate party rap song.
Right. I did not know that this song fucking came out in 1995. Don't want no short dick, man.
Who is that?
Don't want no short dick, man. It was a techno song. 20 Fingers.
Would I recognize? I
Don't
would.
want no itty bitty teeny weeny shriveled little short dick, man. It's a real song.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was 95. I could have sworn that was something horrible in the 2000s. No More I Love Yous from Annie Lennox. That's a
remember.
good
I
one.
love Annie Lennox.
Yeah.
She's a beast.
She still looks the same.
Yeah.
Hold Me, Thrill Me, Kiss Me, Kill Me from U2.
That was
from
another,
Batman.
Batman soundtrack.
Yeah.
That
Was
was
it
Batman
that
Returns?
was concurrent.
That was with Seal, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was the same one with the
Same-
Seal song.
yeah, same soundtrack
and
as
also
Seal.
the Offspring's cover of the Damn Smash It Up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I actually
once
like that U2 song, if I
Yeah.
remember
It's
correctly.
been a
Like,
Yeah,
That
that
was
a
was
good
the
one.
last good U2 song.
It's been a long time since I've heard that.
Yeah.
Good from Better Than Ezra.
That's a great song.
Ow.
I Live My Life for You from Firehouse.
Ass.
Where did you come from? Where did
Where'd
you
you
go?
go?
Where did you go?
Cotton Eye
Shit, I
Joe.
thought it came later.
When you were
Redneck.
talking
Wow.
about that psycho whatever.
Psycho
Yeah,
Billy.
Psychobilly.
I was like, that's
yeah.
that,
And
I was
all
like,
of-
is that Cotton Eye
and-
Joe?
And they're Swedish.
Yeah, rednecks are
fuck
Swedish.
out of here.
Yeah.
With
Are they?
the
So they're just making fun of
incredible-
us, and we just ate it up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
They're like, we told you.
And it says is a musical group, which means they're still active.
Oh, dear.
Mary Jo with
How-
Bobby Sue, Ken Tacky, Billy Ray, and Mupp.
I mean, what the?
Muff.
It's like a 2-hour concert. It's just nothing but
Which is
Cotton Eye Joe.
I showed Emily. It was a mixed. It was honey, I made you a mixtape. She's oh, you're so sweet. It says songs to eat you out to. It says 2 hours of Cotton Eye Joe.
Well, with your recent badgering by Horton Heat,
Oh, yep.
did you listen to Bales of Cocaine?
Yeah, not yet. Not yet. I need to. And I'm going to end with They Say Misery Loves Company.
During Punk's last days and the days following, I played that one a lot.
Yep. Soul Asylum. I honestly think Somebody to Shove is my favorite Soul Asylum song. I like Runaway Train, but
yeah,
it's even a little too depressing for me to listen to a lot.
Yeah, and then they played the shit out of it.
Yeah, and like Soul Asylum did an incredible job of making really incredible, really depressing music.
Sure.
Yeah. And the video was like watching a Sarah McLachlan commercial.
Yeah.
When it was showing all the missing kids, I'm like,
Yeah.
oof, this
It's fucking
it's tough to watch.
That's rough.
Yeah.
We ought to do the most depressing music videos of all time. That would be up there.
Yeah.
That and fucking there was a country video that was really depressing. Oh, whatever.
Any.
Yep. It's time to eat.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, are you coming with us or
Yeah. It's what?
Please.
7:30?
Oh yeah, it's plenty of time.
Oh, sweet. All right. So let your missus know, and we're done. Bye-bye. 95's in the books. Brian, thanks for being our guest for
Thanks for having me.
The Penta time.
You can't hear my head rattle.
I can. Oh, wrong head. Sorry. I'll move my foot. All right. He's Steve.
He's still AJ.
He's Brian.
I'm Brian.
All snap.
Bye-bye. We're
Bye.
done. Later.
Toodles McGroodles.